Hello? Okay, there we go.
There we go. Yep. Right.
Oh.
Let's get started.
Okay.
Who's on the side? David's. Cherry? Yep. Okay. Round one. That's just today. Yeah, there we go. Alright. We're all good?
Yeah, I think so.
There'll be a spot to find it somewhere.
Oh.
Alright. Oh. Okay. Alright. What team sheet do you want?
Alright. Hello, everyone. Sorry for the little bit of weird
Technical
chatter over
issues,
here.
yeah.
It's fine. Today we have Andrew and David for our first set of rounds on stream, and it's Swiss rounds, top 8 for top cut, and yeah. What do you think for these teams?
Well, we've got a classic Miraidon team with Iron Hands, Chiyu, Gareth. It's a very strong team with Beads of Ruin lowering special defense, making Miraidon's already obscene amounts of damage do even more for whatever reason, if you're a sociopath.
And on the other side, we have Zacian, of course, who is always a hard hitter, although I can't speak.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Format hasn't been very kind to him, but he's been creeping up as a possible contender. But his brother Zamazenta has, her brother Zamazenta has kind of taken the spotlight.
Oh yeah. For Andrew's side, we have a lead of Zacian and, of course, I need the camera to
Tornadus.
Tornadus, that's right. Tornadus obviously is going to set up a Tailwind or go for Rain Dance first. That's just always its go-to. Zacian possibly going for a Play Rough or Iron Head into one of the 2 slots. No, goes for Protect instead. Good to know, okay.
Yeah, David definitely felt pressured to switch Miraidon out for the threat of being killed before it could move, thanks to Prankster on Tornadus, despite these two being much faster than anything Tornadus could normally output. With the Heat Wave landing and connecting, healing about half of Tornadus' health, meaning it's likely a pretty bulky one.
Kinda wish I used my Brambleghast team now, because seeing Heat Wave on Chiyu makes me think,
Oh
this would
yeah.
be so much nicer with a Brambleghast who gets a boost in attack with each hit. Anyways.
Until you get hit with a Dark Pulse.
Yeah, true. That's very true. Anyways. The Whimsicott seems like it could be an issue for both Tornadus and Zacian, although I'm not sure what its setup is. You have the team sheet over there.
Whimsicott is extremely scary for Zacian right now, because Zacian just protected, and this Whimsicott has Encore, which means it can lock the Zamazenta, or the Zacian on the field, preventing it from doing anything. And that's a big problem for Zacian.
Tornadus is switched out for Regidrago, which is probably a really good choice, since Regidrago is just a really hard hitter. Although Moonblast from the Whimsicott into the Regidrago slot is still scary, no matter what.
Yeah, with Dragon Energy making your base 150 move if you're at full health, but a single hit from a Moonblast brings that down to like 80 or 70. The Encore does come out though, meaning they decided to risk it all and hope that David didn't click it. But now they're locked into Protect for 3 turns.
Yep. Heatwave coming out from the Chiyu here, going into the Regidrago slot. Obviously resisted, which is probably what David was going for. No, Andrew, I'm so tired. It's fine. Then, yeah.
Yeah, Andrew's in a really tough spot here. Either you risk keeping your Zacian on the field for those few extra turns, or more than likely you have to switch it out and hope whatever comes in can take a full Chiyu Heat Wave.
Alright, next comes out.
Urshifu.
Yeah, Urshifu Strike. Again, another hard hitter. This is very much an offense-based team. Although Amoonguss was not brought in, which I probably was a really good idea.
Yeah, Amoonguss does not like. Amoonguss does not enjoy full heat waves from Chi-Yu.
It also can't do much to Whimsicott due to the grass typing, and just, yep, it's...
That and electric terrain keeps all Pokemon from falling asleep.
Filler comes out from Whimsicott, boosting Chi-Yu's speed as well as Whimsicott's. Ooh, hard.
Resisted hits
Burn
don't
on the
seem to
Reggie
matter,
Dragon.
yeah. That burn won't kill this turn. Oh, the double burn? It's much more impactful on the Urshifu.
It is.
Oh, those surging strikes do nothing now. Goodness. Yeah, it's Mystic Water, so even those boosted hits are just bouncing right off of low defense Pokemon. However, Chi-Yu does get hit with that Earth Power and does go down finally.
Yeah.
Oh, with Life Orb Recoil, the Regidrago might just go down.
Yep,
Yeah,
there
sure
it goes.
knows. Yeah, that burn ending up being way more impactful despite Regidrago being a special attacker.
Any timer is a good timer. Out comes.
It's their
It's
own
a mirror
Urshifu.
match.
Well, one's burned, sadly, so
Yeah.
it's not quite as mirrored as Andrew would enjoy.
I love the names. Love all the nicknames. Father Gaskin.
Is that a reference to Bloodborne or something?
I think it is.
Yeah, that's really funny.
Anyways.
Well, Andrew's in a really, really tight spot between the burn, the tailwinds, and the general lack of pressure and any damage on their own David's Miraidon.
Yep. Andrew's Urshifu goes down after a Blue Blast from Whimsicott, which kind of was expected. But a Tailwind is up at this point.
Yeah.
But the Tornadus is gone.
The Tornadus is gone. That means the only Pokemon left is Zacian. Critically, the Tailwinds on both sides are kind of mismatched, so Andrew does have one extra turn of Tailwind. However, one Tailwind setter is dead, and if David preserves the Whimsicott correctly, it likely won't matter. Plus, there's already still a duration left. I believe 2 turns of Trick Room left on David's side. I should be marking this better.
Alright.
Well, this battle's looking like it's about to wrap up.
Is.
It's not like the Zacian would ever want to protect in front of both a Whimsicott and an Urshifu, between getting Prankster taunted or encored into it and having it ignored outright.
Whimsicott leaves the stage, bringing in Miraidon, setting back up the electrical fields.
Play rough. Oh, the play rough missed.
Oh no!
Oh, insult to injury. Yeah,
it's the Terra Ground.
Yeah, that's just a KO.
Yep. The win goes to David.
Ooh. All right.
And yeah, we'll be setting up for the next round of Swiss here, and we're gonna run an ad. See you in a bit.
Cool. All right. Well, we finished setting up. We got ourselves the match going.
Wow. Oh. All right. This is going to be a match between Rocco and Carter.
Yeah, both of these players are some of the best around here, in all honesty.
Yep. And they are obviously choosing their starting setups here, so that actually gives us a little bit of time to set up on our end.
Just about that.
Here we go. Oh, and I'll take Rocco's. All right. I think we're all good to go. Oh yeah, shutting down my computer is good. All right, Rocco is obviously going to be running a Miraidon Iron Hands setup team here. Honestly, I wanted to use this one, but I think I'll do better with something like Bramblegast or Ice Rider Calyrex. Just fits better with my playstyle.
Yeah. Well, the one he's running is, I'm pretty sure 1-to-1 to the one that won Worlds this last what was it? Last Worlds.
Yeah.
With the Whimsicott letting light screening and stuff. However, Carter's running quite the setup with the Koraidon. The sun, setting up the sun, letting Pokemon like Fluttermane get their photosynthesis up, getting a speed boost, letting them outspeed Pokemon like the Miraidon naturally. However, Koraidon is 4 times weak to that fairy, which the Koraidon loves to run with the Dazzling Gleam and the Terra Fairy.
To start, we have an Ogerpon mirror match, one with Cornerstone and one with Hearthflame, and Incineroar and Whimsicott on the other side. Whimsicott is 100% looking to set up Tailwind or possibly Light Screen, Encore, or even, well, not Moonblast in this situation, but one of the 3 setup moves. And then Ogerpon Hearthflame is probably going to Spiky Shield first turn or Ivy Cudgel.
It really just depends on what Carter's trying to do. With the Ogerpon switching out into the Iron Hands, likely trying to take one of the Rock Ivy Cudgels. Its fighting typing, letting it resist, as opposed to the neutrality that Fiery Grass gives.
Tailwind coming out from the Whimsicott, giving a speed boost to Rocco's side, and an Ivy Cudgel coming out, just as you said. Flare Blitz coming from the Incineroar into the Whimsicott slot, immediately taking out Whimsicott, removing the Encore shenanigans.
Whimsicotts that don't run Focus Sash typically run as much focus and speed as they can possibly fit, but there's no way you're living in Incineroar Flare Blitz, especially not when the sun eventually comes out.
Miraidon comes out here and sets up the electric terrain for itself and Iron Hands. Cork Drive activating as well.
Yeah, boosting that attack as now Rocco has Fake Out pressure that that Cartman used to have, but now has given up. However, I don't know. Carter is in quite the pickle at the moment.
And the... All right.
Set this up.
Oh yeah. All right. Let's see here. The Miraidon could possibly be going for an Electro Drift or a Volt Switch.
Yeah, it's locking in the Dazzling Gleam though, as we see the Fairy Terra come right out.
Oh yeah.
Maybe expecting some sort of switch, but given you see the terrestrialization before, there's no shot. This Dazzling Gleam is landing on anyone else but the Ogerpon and Incineroar. We do see the Terra coming out from, I believe, the Ogerpon?
No, the Incineroar.
Yeah.
Giving it a Ghost Terra type.
Yeah. Letting it live that Fake Out.
Or just not be hit by it at all.
Yeah.
Dazzling Gleam coming out, like you said, doing a lot.
Live that either way.
Yeah.
However, that Ghost Terra actually kind of works both in favor and out of favor of Carter, with the Dazzling Gleam becoming... no, it was still a neutral before, the Dark Fire typing. The U-turn does come out, though.
It does. Fluttermane coming out instead. That's an interesting
Yeah, it doesn't
there.
have photosynthesis up, so it's hard to say who's going to outspeed. It's hard to say that the Fluttermane will ever be able to outspeed the Miraidon without it, because of Tailwind.
Oh yeah.
All right. The Ogerpon also living either way. It was never going down to 1 hit thanks to its sturdy ability with the Cornerstone, making it a surprisingly flexible Pokemon for such a high power format.
Oh yeah.
Hard to say exactly what Rocco wants to do, but he is going to switch out the Miraidon manually, and I think it was Drain Punch into the Ogerpon slot.
Ogerpon Hearthflame comes out, setting up Mold Breaker, and Fluttermane goes for Protect. Probably seeing an Electric type move into its slot. Ivy Cudgel from Cornerstone completely takes out Hearthflame, basically making Ogerpon Hearthflame a sack.
Yeah, that crit likely mattered, as it's, I believe, a neutral hit. Otherwise, that would have been a pretty consistent and good play. But now, Rocco's just kind of in a really difficult spot. Miraidon's almost out of Tailwind entirely, and Koraidon could just switch in to let Fluttermane absolutely ruin his day.
Oh yeah.
As typically, Miraidons love to run Modest instead of Timid to deal as much damage as humanly possible with that extra bit of bulk. Yeah, Rocco's kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place, quite literally. Struggling to figure out exactly what it wants to do, as the Fluttermane does finally switch out into the Incineroar, switching back into that.
Still haven't seen Carter's 4th Mon yet. Intimidate coming out into both slots. Pretty helpful against the Iron Hands, and Spiky Shield for Cornerstone.
Yeah. Oh, he's locking into the Electro Drift instead of the Dazzling Gleams, just to be able to blow up individual targets.
Incin goes down because of it, and yeah.
We'll either see the Fluttermane again or see what. He's punching right into the Spiky Shield. That's going to be a
That's
12% off its health.
Yeah.
Or 6%? What is it?
I think it's 12. Yeah, I think it's 12%.
Yeah, and there goes the Tailwind, and that lets Fluttermane outspeed.
Does indeed.
On top of having that Focus Sash. Yeah, this the only thing that the Iron Hands can hit the opposing Fluttermane with is the Wild Charge, and we've already got so little health.
Follow Me coming out from Cornerstone, basically saying, yeah, this Cornerstone's done. Let Fluttermane kill everything else. Miraidon goes down due to Fluttermane.
Yeah, this pretty much guarantees that Iron Hands is never going to be able to touch Fluttermane at any point. Yeah, with the Wild Card coming out, chipping him away.
There goes Ogerpon Cornerstone, and we finally will be able to see what Carter's 4th Mon is.
It's more than likely going to be the Koraidon, but
it is.
Sadly, this is not a best of 3, so we do not get to see how Rocco adapts.
Yeah, at this point, this is basically just a win on Carter's side.
He's going for the punch to see if he can't live, but I'm sure this Moonblast is not quite. Yeah,
Okay.
Without the attack boost, it's never getting it with the Assault Vest. But
Yeah, but Flare Blitz finishes the job.
there's the go. All right.
That is a win for Carter.
Well, we'll see y'all in the next match.
Yep. Hello. We have Ray with us today.
There we go. Good morning. I'm awake. I woke up. What's up, chat? It's a miracle. I was up till 4 a.m. So me being here is like a divine blessing.
Do you need some coffee? Like, you good?
No. I talked about this with Joel. Coffee is like 3rd round of commentating, because then you get the parchment for the throat and the caffeine.
But this is the 3rd round.
Yeah, but my 3rd round. All right, I make the tournament.
So round 5.
Perception is how you see the world, and I'm waiting for my round 3.
Okay, fine. But yeah, we have Peter versus Gabe today for this round.
Let's go Gabe.
Let's go Gabe.
And Peter. Love them both.
Oh, I see Terapagos. I love Terapagos.
I have ranted about Terapagos. I will not do it again.
Okay, here's the thing. I don't like it competitively. I love its design though. I think it's adorable.
I'm the exact opposite. I'm fine with it competitively. That's fine. I love the mechanics. Why is it called Terapagos when it's distinctly a turtle? It is not a tortoise.
Because it's Galapagos Islands.
Yes, that's the tortoise, and that is a turtle. It has all the features of a turtle. It is not a tortoise.
Okay. Yeah, we could have this argument for hours.
Yes, you could. Yes. Read my Discord channel. I've ranted. Gustavo's on my side. Gustavo agrees. Squirtle is more a tortoise than Terapagos, and it's named after a turtle. Game Freak doesn't care.
No, it doesn't.
Game Freak is a hater.
Anyways, Fake Out coming from the Rillaboom into the Ogerpon slot, and Ogerpon going for an Ivy Cudgel into Terapagos. Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, we got that Terra Shell broken, so a lot more than you might expect.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with the Grassy Terrain, which you don't usually get to see the Ogerpon in.
Doing that and the leftovers recovery from...
Was it actually fake added to Ogerpon?
Yeah.
Okay, just not seeing that covert cloak.
Yeah, you're not used to seeing
Tragic.
anything other than the masks on things.
That's fair. That's fair.
And I think a Psyshock from Calyrex went into the Terapagos, which is...
That is correct, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, aiming at the defensive side instead of the special defense, despite it being a special move.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
I'll be Team Gabe.
I'll be Team Peter. All right.
Battle team number, OG Pinky.
What?
I don't know what that means. But
I don't know either.
I've read it out loud, so if I'm in trouble for it, too late.
Okay. Terapagos goes for Protect.
That's about what you can expect from Gabe, but Peter able to call that, going for the Pollen Puff into the Rillaboom, going to do a sizable amount.
Oh, yeah.
Ivy Cudgel also going into that slot, doubling and making the read. Not enough to knock out, but man, you're really happy about that if you're Peter. You called that turn perfect.
And Rillaboom goes for a U-turn, obviously saving the Grassy Terrain for later.
Yeah, I mean, you're not too mad about this as Gabe. I mean, you're going to get some sort of pressure now with Scream Tail. You're going to lock in a Pollen Puff. You're going to stick up. You can't really do anything about the Ogerpon as your issue, and Terapagos isn't fast enough to do anything before it gets hit. So you're not in a great position as Gabe, but it's not, it's not over. What I'd like to see from Gabe is somehow to get a turn right here. If he can either predict Peter to make a defensive play with Calyrex, or predict an offensive play and lock it into a move, that'd be great.
Yo.
Issue is, Ogerpon's still there, still, just nothing to do about it.
Absolute menace. The problem for Gabe here is if you can just get one extra turn of Recov and let Terapagos get back up to that Terra Shell, you're feeling great, but it's going to be...
We're considering
ridiculous.
Terra Shell? We're at like 40% health. Are we considering Terra Shell?
You gain about 16% of your health with Grassy Terrain and leftovers.
Okay, but I gain negative amounts of health in front of Calyrex. So,
Okay.
I try and be cautious.
Gabe,
correctly identifying that there's going to be a defensive turn here by Peter, and going for the Terra on the Terapagos. I really like this. Yeah, you have to get some momentum while you have your restricted on the field, and being able to pressure this Calyrex into a subpar option is definitely the way to do it. Screamtail going for Protect even.
The Ogerpon on the Peter's side switched out for Wheezing, and...
Yeah, great call from Gabe. Yeah, that Calyrex could have locked into a more offensive option, getting damage onto the Terapagos, or he could have been a lot of damage from the Ogerpon, but instead, Gabe just ignoring those options, understanding, hey, my Screamtail is scary here, I'm going to get some damage instead, and wow, perfectly done.
Oh yeah.
Ankles have been broken.
That's one way to put it, yeah.
That is one way to put it.
You know? Well, I don't think... Okay, Calyrex definitely has ankles. Weezing...
He has 4.
Weezing does not have ankles.
No.
I said 4 on Calyrex.
Oh, I was like, man, like...
Those smokestacks could be ankles.
Jeez. They could not.
No. Screamtail switches out here for Incineroar, showing off all 4 mons on Gabe's side. Astral Barrage coming out from Calyrex into the Terapagos.
wow.
Peter just wants to yeah, but the immunity is not helping.
No, it's not.
That Life Orb chip really coming in.
Yeah, you can bet that Peter was looking for a more defensive play by Terapagos this turn, but Gabe smartly just saying, hey, I have no reason not to swing in here and correctly getting rid of Calyrex.
Oh, yeah.
Weezing gets a turn here to do something, but I'm not sure what this Weezing's got. Let me take a peek. Well, let's find Poison Gas. Doesn't that move like poison? I don't know.
Yeah, it poisons. That's
It
it.
poisons both opponents with 90% accuracy. It's worse
Yeah.
icy beams.
Yeah.
That is an interesting option here. I mean,
It's pretty common on these teams, especially on ladder and best of one. But on teams like this, it's brutal when you can't have your own abilities between Intimidate and even the Terra, whatever Terapagos' ability is when it Terras, and you can't because you can't get rid of the grassy terrain. So as Gabe, you really don't want to.
I miss the Misty Explosion shenanigans that used to happen with this mon.
Always.
Really? Okay. Anyways.
Not to say that they didn't exist, I just have not.
no, they didn't.
Yeah.
I think they didn't exist.
Oh, come on, Ray. Back me up here.
No. Pixar didn't happen.
Bro's got the
Why don't we ask Weezing? Oh wait, it blew up.
Oh, wait. It blew up.
Yeah, no, Peter's in a tougher spot this game now. With the Weezing in, you're not really giving a lot of pressure in your one slot that you really need with Terapagos. You kind of need either one mon to decimate it or 2 mons to chip it down, and you're really not doing either here. Urshifu definitely a better option with the fighting type coverage, but Incineroar on the field going to allow for fake out, and even while poisoned, you're still healing neutral, I believe. Yeah, you're still healing neutral to a poison, so there's no chip happening on Terapagos at all.
The anti-synergy here is coming into play. Urshifu cannot hit through Terapagos' Protect because of Weezing.
This is true.
Unseen Fist being shut down.
I'm not sure how this interaction works out with Terapagos. So if Weezing switches out, would the, what's it called, Terraform Zero or whatever, activate, or is that only on Terra?
I believe
Oh
it
wow,
means-
just getting able to get off the close combat immediately despite the Weezing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gabe opting not to protect, understanding that Weezing could still switch out. The Terra Starstorm going to come out before the Weezing, going to knock out both Pokemon if it weren't for the Focus Sash.
Oh, look at that.
Mhm.
Gorgeous.
Yep, pretty. But there's not really a lot you can do as Peter now because you only have 2 Mons and they're both not very healthy.
No, they're really not.
So let's see if this okay, no, it doesn't look like that ability activates. It's only on Terastallization, which makes sense.
What a weird mistake.
Honestly, that worked out rather for Gabe's favor this match because he was able to keep his grassy terrain while still getting to Terra. So, you know, a little bit of a blunder there, but it's hard to, you know, get around that with Weezing. Infamous for its difficulty to position. And yeah, with Screamtail, there's just nothing you have that can keep up here. You have the opportunity for some sucker punches, but it's just not going to be enough. So what I'd like to see from game 2, I definitely think that, I mean, Peter started on the right foot. It's just that Gabe, oh yeah, never mind. Gabe's the GOAT.
We could see him in Top Cut, so we don't know.
Yeah.
A lot of people are going to be in Top
So
Cut.
true, so true.
Yeah, this game is practically sealed.
And why does Terapagos have to have Terra in literally everything it does?
Because it's a silly little guy.
No, look,
He's the Pokemon.
anytime I want to say, ooh, spread Starstorm, I have to say the Terapagos terastallized, losing its Terra whatever ability, Terra Shift, and then going into Terraform Zero, and then it Terra Destellar, and then it uses its Terra Stellar boost on its Terra Star Storm, and it's just like, I can't give a damn.
Okay.
Look, it's its signature trademark. You're infringing on its rights to be goofy little thing.
It's
I
not.
think
Well,
they're just a
I think it could be a goofy little thing if it were a tortoise, but it's not. It's a turtle. You can make an argument that the baby form is a tortoise, but I wouldn't know because I don't see that thing ever because it's gone. Literally, its ability activates before any other ability. So there's no chance to see that baby form. It is useless. What is the point?
plushies.
Yeah,
That's
I want one.
that's not a competitive advantage.
No, it's not, but I want a plush.
No, but
That's
money.
that's
Company International.
If you buy the plushes, they vanish after they enter the field.
No, I just eat them.
What?
What?
What does that even
Should I
mean?
question?
That's a different culture, man.
Different culture.
I don't know.
Yeah, and here comes.
I mean, like, eating a tortoise is one thing, but a turtle? I don't know.
Okay. All right.
Turtwig, also a tortoise that is named after a turtle. I just need to rehash all this.
Torterra.
Yeah, no, they got it right. At the end,
Okay.
that doesn't mean there are only like 2 Pokemon that are like correctly named through their whole line, and it's Torkoal and I don't know, like Caracosta.
Anyways.
There's a lot of turtle Pokemon, and they get it wrong every time. Like this is not a one-time issue.
The win goes to Gabe. We're gonna run a 3-minute ad. We'll
And the
see you
loss
all in a
goes to
minute.
Terapagos. VGC! I'm awake. I gotta talk louder. Stay awake. Oh, their name. Yes, Seaver.
Oh.
Seaver?
Yeah, they're
Seaver.
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 New to the scene and
Brett.
love to see it. Brett being Brett. You've seen Brett before if you've been around.
Brett.
I don't have to mess with Brett's name. I can say that one.
Yep.
Awesome.
Brett.
But Seaver, new to the scene, I believe, beat up Anders earlier in the day.
Oh.
Don't fact check that because I'm just assuming based on information I've gathered. But
Sad faces.
otherwise, yeah, no, an impressive run for someone new to our scene. It's not exactly something you can just show up to and kick ass at.
Oh yeah.
So props
bringing
there.
Quite the unique team.
Agreed.
With the Alolan Ninetales and Fluttermane on a traditionally Miraidon-focused team.
Alrighty. Why do I have
Why
an
did you turn
accent? I don't know. Don't ask me.
Right, we have a Scottish woman on this.
Hey, shush. Anyway.
Yoga point.
I'm British.
Iron
Okay.
hands. Alolan Ninetales. The eagle laugh.
What is
Jotaro Joestar.
what is even happening anymore?
Miraidon.
Anyways,
Miraidon.
Brett leads with Calyrex, Shadow Rider, and Galarian Wheezing, while
You've got Miraidon and Oogapon the Earthblade.
I can't keep a serious face. I just can't do it. Okay. Anyways,
Terrestrialization.
Body aspect.
In boxing, there's terrestrialization, which can help an opponent fight.
and Astral Barrage coming from.
What's the most insane thing that the Baki guy has said?
I don't know.
Insert that here. Yeah.
Draco Meteor coming out from the
Draco
Miraidon.
Meteor.
Calyrex is dead.
One hit KO.
What is even happening anymore?
I'm casting. What
Chat,
do you
can you help us out here?
mean? AV Cudgel. Poison the gas.
Stop it!
Told you.
Ray, I will steal your mic from you, I swear. Oh my god.
Urshifu.
Okay.
Single stick.
Urshifu. Rapid strike,
Oh,
dude.
rapid. Lo siento.
The Miraidon
Spanish
critical.
accent.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
I don't know. Do I need to say anything informative? I think this is.
I think this is pretty
This
good.
is pretty good. You done. Tokyo Drift.
Oh,
Come back with me.
Chat, I hope you're also laughing at this because this is ridiculous.
You're either like closing the stream or rolling your eyes or something in between. Moody aspect.
Oh god.
Indeed, going to come in, going to replace the terrain, which is going to be a bit of a hindrance for Miraidon, considering a lot of damage has gone into it already. Can't really afford much more. You turn, knocking out the Ogrepon and allowing a repositioning.
Did the Ogrepon do nothing?
It died almost immediately because of the scarf. Letting Urshifu move well before it.
Good. Alright.
Yeah, so that Terra is not going to be a factor for our friend Seaver.
Seaver.
And it's gonna be a turn here. Oh.
I mean, it was a -2 Draco Meteor, so it wasn't.
It was in the wheezing.
Oh,
It was amazing.
It was in the wheezing. We're chill. Never mind. Yeah, we all immediately, with our past trauma, assumed a miss had happened. Didn't even look at the screen for a moment.
I missed 3 Dracos with the Raging Bull. I feel it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Farigiraf gonna come out, not really doing too much on this board state, but you know, it's here. It's here.
Eventually.
Oh, maybe counter Trick Room?
If anything, you would want to set up your own Trick Room because the only real threat is the Scarf Urshifu, I believe, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So honestly, I would be happy to set up Trick Room as Seaver.
Yeah, Farigiraf.
Oh!
There's the crit! Oh! Oh.
Critical hit!
I'm a sociopath.
You know, poison gas comes out.
Miraidon dodges it again.
Farigiraf.
Does that mean Farigiraf is going for the Trick Room, or is it just going to launch a psychic?
so.
It's gonna launch the Trick Room.
Yeah, going to launch the Trick Room.
Wheezing is traditionally more common than not, slower than Trick.
What does this Wheezing have to attack, if anything? Dazzling Gleam. So yeah, we are still threatening a KO into Miraidon, all things said. And while there's no priority twice over with Farigiraf and Psychic Terrain, Urshifu, not too mad about locking into a move here. It could be worse.
It doesn't enjoy it.
With Wheezing, you at least pressure the Miraidon, and at that point, you only need to gun down Farigiraf and whoever's in the back, which there is something in the back, correct?
Should be, yes.
I think so.
There should be.
Have we seen it?
We have not seen what the last Pokemon is. We have seen and almost killed the entirety of Gretzky without seeing there or L's last team.
Yeah, so this is likely going to wind down to Urshifu just trying to Surge and Strike everything. Going to be a Protect from Wheezing. Smart, just trying to get through the Farigiraf. But if Miraidon... Oh, Second Noise going to come out into the Urshifu, calling that right.
Yep.
Does over half, which is very impressive. And what does Miraidon do? Draco Meter into the Urshifu slot. How much does it do? It is enough. Wow. Very impressive. Yeah, great turn by Seaver. Yeah.
Astonished that was enough.
Wow. Like,
yeah, despite Wheezing threatening a KO there, it makes sense that you'd want to target down Urshifu. 1, it can't protect. 2, if Wheezing's attacking, you still, that is a gamble you're willing to take. And the worst case scenario, you are still a 2-hit KO if that's Psychic Noise. So yeah, great play by Seaver, and we're gonna wrap this game up.
that's it.
That was very back and forth, I'd say.
This is the last one.
Yep.
Yeah, quite the mixy game.
Oh yeah.
The first half was a blur. I just said words. Hard on engine. It's not Hadron engine. Don't fact check me. All real ones know the real name of that ability.
Anyone that knows Carter.
Anyways, we are gonna do another ad, and we'll meet you back for round 5.
That was just...
I just enjoy the bagel, frankly.
You just enjoy the bagel.
Cranberry
That's fair.
bagels. They're sold around Thanksgiving, and they're some of the best stuff around.
All right. Welcome back, everybody. We are still putting in the teams.
What's up, Pokey Chat? How we modding today?
All right, here we go. So we have Richard.
I've never seen this lead before. I've never seen Farigiraf.
Yes, we have Nino Poke Bros on stream for us today, along with Rich. And I believe Rich is the one on screen for us right now. Yep, we're correct. That's correct. I'm fine.
Rich is player 1, Joel is player 2.
Yep.
Nina.
And we. So obviously, Rich led with the Farigiraf Chi-Yu lead.
That's a weird lead, given Choreograph isn't doing that much damage and wants to be both especially that special side.
Well, your main idea here is just to prevent the priority of E-Speed and Sucker and yada yada.
Mhm.
But, and with that pressure, you're able to do kind of whatever you want with the Chi-Yu. What you're more scared of is something like Chen Pao having... Oh, Chen Pao does not have a Dark move, which is interesting to note. So Farigiraf is doing handily here. Iron Hand's coming in. Sacred Sword into the slot. Going to take that flying. Wow, Sacred Fire. Ooh, good call by Rich. Going to knock out that Iron Hands. Yeah, flat out. That's how powerful that Chen Pao and that band can be.
Wow.
And we are going to get up Trick Room at the cost of Iron Hands, which is a bigger cost. The Iron Hands is a bigger cost than you might think in this matchup. You really kind of needed that here to break through in Trick Room, because now you've got Miraidon, and it might be slower than... It's slower than Chen Pao, right?
They have some
Depends.
speed, but usually Miraidon goes slow.
I'd assume it's modest.
Especially against Sash and Chen Pao.
But you're definitely not slower than that Entei. But at the very least, it is locked into the Sacred Fire, so...
Sacred Fire is going to hurt.
It's going to hurt, but you do resist at the very least.
Yeah.
Choreograph does not.
No. It doesn't. But the main thing is that Miraidon is not actually resists basically any move except from Chen Pao. So Chen Pao is going to be the biggest threat at this point.
Interesting to note, does this Choreograph have a way to hit the Chen Pao? No, it doesn't. Oh, no, it does. Foul play. So yeah, with a double up into the Chen Pao, you can get rid of it even though it has that Focus Sash. Foul play coming out, yeah, doing exactly that. Rich not going for the protect, so that's a good call by Nino. Yeah, Sacred Fire coming out in the Miraidon makes sense. Not doing over half the button, which is going to make this a 2-hit KO.
Yeah.
Miraidon is going to get an attack off before anything happens. Volt Switch into the Entei. Interesting choice. Yeah, going to knock it out, but that leaves you needing to take out the Chen Pao, or you don't really have a way to win this game. And it's now faster than Chi-Yu in the Trick Room. Interesting board state.
Very, very interesting board state. Chi-Yu coming back out here. We've seen all 4 Mons on Rich's side, only 2 on Joel's side. And yeah, there it goes. Electricity disappearing from the field. Ay. Let's see what Nino Pokebros brings out for the next slot.
I'm surprised to see the Raging Bull. Even it's probably going to be Rillaboom.
It's probably going to be Rillaboom, but... Yep, there's the Rillaboom.
Rillabooms are almost never left behind in the Miraidon matchup.
For better or for worse.
For better.
Honestly, I'm more afraid of Rillaboom next to Chen Pao in this matchup rather than the terrain
that
control.
Woodhammer is knocking out Farigiraf 10 times out of 10. There's no way it lives. As someone who has run Farigiraf religiously for a very long time,
but
it does not take Woodhammer's well.
But also that means that there's no fake out coming
just
out.
going for the attack with the Chi-Yu, just completely as is. I mean, oh wow.
Whoa!
Predicting some sort of switch there. Oh no, just enough to knock out. Interesting play by Nina there.
Just leaving the Farigiraf to live. Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I think that's all right here. It's not the end of the world. I mean, Trick Room doesn't end this turn, does it? Does it? I don't think so. There haven't been any protects, so I think that it ends next turn.
It does end next turn, I believe.
Which
is pivotal.
Is great for Rich, yeah. Or great for Nina.
Here's the electric terrain, getting rid of
great
the
for
grassy.
not player 1.
Yeah. And now it's a question of... Yeah. Let's go gambling.
Yeah, I think...
If it were me, I would lock into the Chen Pao, but that's just how I would do it.
Well, I don't really see a way out of this game. I think Rich was banking on Nino getting a little bit greedy and not targeting the Chi-Yu.
Or even just...
That didn't really end up happening, so we're in a situation now Miraidon in Trick Room has to take out or survive 2 attacks, and that's not really feasible here.
No.
We do have Terastallization available, but I don't think it helps us here.
No.
Yeah, foul play going into the Rillaboom, gonna take it out. But the Chen-Pao... Oh no, actually Miraidon should be faster.
Yeah, because of
My
Trick Room.
mistake, yeah,
Might
with the Trick
actually
Room,
be
this
the way out,
is
because
going to be interesting.
Trick Room will end this turn too.
Mm-hmm. There
Yeah,
goes the
Paragraph's still
Chen-Pao.
on the field. Yeah, wow. Wow. Yeah, not going for the Protect there.
Not going for the pivot, more importantly. Why wouldn't you switch out, especially to reset electric terrain for this end game?
I don't think you're worried about electric terrain in the endgame. I think you were just worried about having something that can deal with the...
Calyrex is faster.
Yeah, there's the
It can
Calyrex
hit
Shadow
both-
Rider.
It cannot hit both opponents, though.
No, so the Calyrex has to choose which mon, and basically, whatever happens here, Rich will win the game.
This is the...
Importantly, does have its Terra available still, so the Water Terra does make this more difficult.
Huh.
Protect from Calyrex, stalling out a
I
turn.
think
Could've
that's
gone for the
just going to end the game, I think, yeah.
He didn't go for Trick
Oh,
Room.
wow, he didn't go for it.
Mm-mm.
Interesting.
Koraidon. Oh, because Trick
Yeah.
Room is ended this turn.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I got that wrong.
Oh, wow, yeah, we were really ahead of the clock.
Yeah. Normally I'm pretty okay with remembering when Trick Room ends, but
There it goes.
not by one turn.
I mean, here's the issue. While you have the Terra available for Calyrex, it has to take out... I think it's good for Calyrex still. I think you're still okay. I don't think anything changes since you have Terra available, but a lot closer than it should be considering the early game.
Yeah, no, Rich really pulled through this endgame despite its troubles. He's going for the kill, though.
I think Rich had the advantage all game, personally. I think that a couple turns let it slip.
Yeah, that first
Which
turn
is
was
interesting.
probably the most pivotal. That just absolutely dropped the ball.
Yeah.
That turn, the Chiyu, yeah, and especially that prior turn. A lot of interesting things to consider, but I think you're okay. I don't think Paragraph could ever do enough here, but
Now,
it's not
there
over.
was a foul play for special effect.
It is life work.
No, that's not going to do enough.
Mm-mm.
That was a crit. You know,
If you could get 5 crits,
3 crits with Life Orb recoil.
Mm-hmm.
well, it doesn't really matter because you only have the chance for 1.
Mm-hmm. So now it's just banking on how much.
Who is this?
This does like
Yeah, that does.
There's a little less than 4.
with life orb chip. This is closer than it should be,
Mm-hmm.
or closer than you'd like it to be for
Yeah,
sure.
no, the Calyrex will die next turn. But, does not get.
Yeah, well,
Goes for the nasty plot.
Oh, I
that's
see.
a
Yeah.
smart move. Yeah, you're preventing the
I don't
damage
think
from
you pick up the
the life
KO with the
orb,
nasty ball.
but we're gonna see how much psychic.
Yeah,
goes.
that was
Oh
it.
my goodness, Rich pulled that back.
All right. Nicely done, Rich. Actually, a nice game on both sides. All right.
I lost the plot that game.
Yeah, that was.
I don't know what
There was
happened.
a lot going on. On both
There
sides. That
was.
was interesting match.
It very much was. We'll be back after a few minutes.
And for Top Cut.
Yep. All right. We finally have everything set up. Sorry about that.
Team checks take a while.
Yep.
I'm not sorry.
You're not?
No,
Okay.
I in
well,
fact genned mines for every team and swapped them out when no one was looking.
What?
That's
Okay.
impressive.
Yes,
Anyways.
I'm tearing this organization
Team sheets?
down. I should go grab them.
Why did I give them back?
Why did you give them back?
I don't know.
We're fine over here, as you can obviously tell. We're grand. Well, if you can see on this end, we have a Groudon team versus a Calyrex Shadow Rider team. So this is going to be a very interesting match.
I'm losing my mind.
We're all losing our mind. It's fine.
Joel.
Joel?
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 Why Joel?
Who's Joel?
Ben and Peter.
Ben? Oh,
Joel's got Rillaboom, that's
I
cool.
thought he was on stream for some reason.
Oh.
Why are these like this? I forgot.
Executor doesn't feel like a Gen 1 Pokemon. You agree, chat? Executor feels like a Gen 2, like Farigiraf type of deal. Or sorry, Girafarig. Like, I look at that guy and I'm like, was that guy an OG? No.
Ben and Peter.
Ben's
There we go. There's Ben.
Okay, I'm losing grip.
Okay. We're good now.
Guys, I'm losing grip.
We're all
You're
fine.
just catching up to me. My old age of 21.
I'm 22. Don't say anything about that. Hey.
Old, you're 20.
How old are you, Ray?
20.
You can't say shit.
You're all old. Old.
Also, sorry for the cursing, guys. Yeah, it's fine. We're for yep. Anyways, here we go. We've got Ben versus Peter. Ben on the main screen here, leading with Indeedee and Chiyu, while Peter is leading. Calyrex and Ogerpon.
What was that? Did we lose the will?
I'm so tired, dude. It's fine.
You guys have no excuse. I'm up and at 'em.
We
All
are
right.
best of 3 right now. I woke up at 5:30.
I woke up at 6. Leave me alone.
Why wake up when you can sleep in?
Because I had a
Think
different
about
time.
Because my brain said on.
Oh. Both of you are interesting.
I have an Adderall.
Oh, that's what it is.
Well, not really. I also woke up at that
You know
time.
who
I
else
had
has
to wake up.
Adderall? Calyrex, because he's going to go for the protect on
Yep.
this Dark Pulse. Didn't pay attention to what Peter clicked, just predicting it. We're gonna
Yep.
go.
Spiky shield
coming
onto
out.
Ogerpon.
So
That dark
nothing really advantageous that can follow this turn for Peter, since there's no switches, there's no trick room. So you're just going to see the heat wave. But
It's gonna do a lot if it lands on this.
more importantly, it's that Peter now knows what the Chiyu is locked into.
The question is, that Ogerpon has Stomping Tantrum. If it Terras, it gets a speed boost and can outspeed the Chiyu. Will it do that and land the Stomping Tantrum for the one hit?
It would if Indeedee is not going to click follow me. But there is a helping hand, actually.
I have
So
object permanence.
no, there's a
Yeah,
helping
no,
hand
you're
happening
good.
from Indeedee this turn. So that's a feasible play.
Peter taking a bit with.
Very tense.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, they don't risk it.
No,
Probably a
Ogerpon
smart
switches
choice.
out. Yep. Coming in Urshifu for the 3rd slot of the team.
I'm guessing this one. The helping hand.
I'm here to help
Talon.
you. See,
And on low.
Could be Talon.
oh,
Not quite sure.
that does
I'm doing Ellie's Wordle.
Okay.
It's not Talon. I was thinking about Talon.
Pokemon!
Yeah, I have Wordle.
Chat, we've already used 3 of our words and we only have 3 yellow letters.
T, A, and L. Any suggestions? Hey, shush.
I don't have the boss. You're not my boss.
You're not mine either.
I'm not. I wasn't ordering you around.
No. All right, Groudon coming out. Groudon shiny.
Gross.
You colored, let's go!
No.
Ew.
It's so gross.
It's so good!
Not the Groudon.
Groudon.
Gross done. All right,
Groudon.
and now it's coming back.
Yeah.
Thank
I
God.
wanted to come in, say hi to
Thank
Calyrex.
God. Get that out of here. I don't want to see that.
Coming in Executor. Probably gonna use.
It's the Eggy.
It's gonna utilize that sun
I love
very
it.
much. Oh, heat
Oh,
wave.
does it miss? That's the real question.
It does it well in the sun.
It does miss.
What
The
the?
Urshifu.
Oh, okay.
And that Chiyu is dead.
Yep, my boy
That was
Chiyu.
a really bad turn for Peter,
I-
or Ben.
For Ben, yeah.
I love
Peter.
Heat Wave. Love Heat Wave.
Love it.
Unfortunately, Heats is not the Wordle word. I'm still
No,
trying
it's
over here,
not.
chat.
Conversation.
Lolt? What is Lolt?
No, I was gonna do halt, and then I realized I had the L still on. It's fine.
Well, okay, you need... Okay, here, I got this. Waltz. Nope, Salty.
Going for the heat crash. Are we gonna see the? Oh, are we gonna see the gravity shenanigans with chlorophyll? I don't think you outspeed Calyrex with chlorophyll because
Yes, you do, actually. I just did the math earlier. You do.
base 50.
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah.
Fascinating. I guess it is doubling, not 1.5.
I did the math.
Yeah. Did the math?
Why not?
Methamphetamines?
It's not Talon. I told you it wasn't Talon. You fool!
But the T's in the right place, and there's an O.
Okay, well, yeah, I could have told you that.
Ew.
Oh, Groudon is just dead.
Yeah, Groudon is just
Oh
gone.
my God.
Bye, Groudon.
Chat, we have to get through this Wordle or I won't be able to compensate.
Oh, because they brought in the Weasel to cancel out the chlorophyll.
Yeah,
It was a very smart play.
very, very smart play.
Very well done. But the Calyrex does go down, so that should... I don't think it matters.
What? What does that even have to do with anything?
I tried to say do not. and
Looks
I
like
said
we're in a
Donut.
sticky situation.
sounds
Arr.
sticky.
Like, it's just such a non sequitur. It just means nothing in this scenario.
Oh, and it looks
What
like...
I can't say non sequitur? What are you talking about?
Quoting something. Leave my autism alone.
Looks like the game is over. Ben has conceded.
But more importantly, our Wordle game still goes on. We have Talon in, which means the T is in the first slot, but we don't know the following letters. Okay.
Anyway,
I think the U could be a clinch pin here. Actually, no, there's already an A and an O. That'd be stupid.
anyways, first point goes to Peter.
Mm.
Moving on to round 2 of this match.
TH, maybe? Wow. Dwayne.
Going on that thing.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go cry for a second. Don't. No. No. No.
Tacos. No? Tokas. Togas. Toga. It's togas. Final answer. I know the S can't go there. Shit. Damn it.
You got the O and the A in the right place, though.
I know I did. That's the annoying part.
Wait. Total. Yeah!
Ladies and gentlemen, we have won the Wordle.
Anyone who hasn't done it, it's total.
We still need to make the free account to log in, though. Will we be
No.
able to do it?
I take pictures. Darn you.
We did it. We did it, chat.
Oh, someone got banned.
Oh,
That was a while ago.
yeah, that was a while ago.
You know what wasn't a while ago? This match.
Ooh.
See, at least mine, like, somewhat relates. Yours just was nothing. It didn't make any sense.
It didn't make any. No, I don't know anymore.
Okay, you're no better.
No, I'm not. It's any better. Can you tell we're all tired? Yeah, okay.
I'm wide awake because
No, you're not.
Oh, Tatsugiri isn't wide awake. It's Tatsugiri the sleepy. Boom, we're back in the match. Indeedy, Chiyu, same lead. I think that's understandable from Ben, considering you were a little upset about that miss game 1.
Yep.
Would have changed things in your favor. Could have gotten that music on sooner. Been able to deal with its ability.
Interested to see that Peter, who won last round, decided to switch it up instead.
Because he's the GOAT and he always knows what you're thinking. Like Santa Claus.
Inside your house.
He is Santa Claus.
Ho, ho, ho.
You might have heard Bird Up. That's because
Bird up.
Bird up.
he has 17 red-tailed falcons that
Yep.
drive his sleigh.
Urshifu protects.
Peter
Chiyu
is Santa
snarls.
Claus.
Chiyu does a snarl to hit the Tatsugiri, which is actually...
It lowers that special attack.
Yeah.
That's important.
But we don't have the sun up right now, unfortunately, and Muddy Water is going to connect on the both targets, which is going to do over half to Chiyu.
Yeah.
No special defense drops.
It's accuracy drops.
Yeah, it's accuracy drops.
I'm sorry.
I was
Shame
like-
on your household.
I'm glad you said it because my brain also went, wait.
It doesn't matter because Muddy Water just won't hit, so you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, that doesn't matter.
True. 85% accuracy is actually just 0% accuracy if you think about it.
Yeah, especially from Tatsu the Sleep.
Coming
Like,
from a
what's that guy
YouTuber
doing?
that I appreciate so much, if it's not 100% accurate, it's 50% accurate.
What YouTuber is that?
M&J TV.
Heard of it.
What the fuck?
I don't know that. Chat, who's that?
Am I the only one?
We actually have a live studio guest. What did you say?
Wow.
I don't even,
Okay.
I don't even know.
I
who this
feel just...
is. Wolfie? Is it Wolfie?
No! We could bring...
The house?
Oh my god, the
We
Glick
could
guy?
bring Nino in here.
Is that the
like-
Glick guy?
Sure.
Waffle Glock?
Anyways,
Waffle Glock
Weezing comes out here
world champion?
with neutralizing gas, and Snarl comes out as well to do absolutely nothing.
Yeah, losing that beat.
But it will break the Urshifu's Focus Sash at bare minimum. And with Wicked Blow coming into the Chiyu this turn, it is going
It
to knock
is
it out.
gonna
So you have the
die.
opportunity to bring in something else that can get rid of that Urshifu.
So,
Honestly, I'd say Ben is in a much better position than
Watch this be Trick Room. Nah.
Alluring voice into the Earth.
Oh, it's gone!
That 4x effectiveness. just enough.
Snarl did not, in fact, do absolutely nothing. Big clutch move.
Fair enough. All right.
And that special attack on that Weezing is gone.
Here's the issue, though. Your only Mon that can really hit Weezing while, being accurate, because Groudon's going to miss, like
They
we've
have
established. Yeah, but they have to click Gravity in front of
Graggity?
Graggity.
Yeah, that's that Gen 5 Mon. Yeah, Graggity.
Yeah.
Intimidate, Dark type. Yeah.
No. I thought it was Dragon type with that weird crayon color shiny.
What are you talking about?
Druddigan.
Oh, I was talking about Scrag.
Oh.
I was talking about I'm extremely lost.
Oh, I love that show.
It's a show.
I don't know, I've been lost. I've never seen Lost. Did they get lost?
Probably.
You got lost on your phone.
It looks like we're lost, and then the credits roll. Is that how it goes?
The Weezing has terrestrialized
Oh my
into
God.
Dark type,
It's Scraggy. It's here.
countering the.
Yeah, it's half a Scraggy.
It's now countering the possible Psychic type moves. Pollen Puff
That will be
in
enough to get rid of
Yeah, smart play by Peter. He terrestrialized to that Dark type, knowing that the only option to hit him with the Mon that is safe from the Astral Barrages is Indeedee, meaning it would probably be that Fairy type move. So getting rid of it immediately is going to be the best play. But Sleep Powder coming out from Executor, going to limit this Calyrex in what it wants to do. And now you've given a free switch into the Groudon.
True. And now it's stuck into using Sleep Powder.
Yeah, interesting to see that a Weezing does not have enough speed to get the taunt off before the Sleep Powder, even outside of Sun.
It can't use Sleep Powder or Gravity. You said they were.
That's my bad.
But what I think is interesting is how much speed that Executor had, because Weezing isn't slow, but you have to have so much speed on Executor just for that chlorophyll, and that paid off here immensely by getting on that Sleep Powder.
It's likely 252 timid.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Protect on the Weezing.
And the crowd goes silent.
Yep.
I mean, we all know Precipice Blade it's gonna miss, so why should we watch the game?
Well,
Let's go, Groudon! That's gonna do like 50.
That's a Groudon arm.
65.
That was a Groudon arm, just saying.
Amen.
And here comes, Calyrex just took.
Yeah, because of the targeting of the Leaf Storm there, that is going to give Calyrex one turn where it's able to wake up. But if it doesn't wake up this turn, I think that is going to make this match pretty linear for Ben.
Oh,
but it does wake up turn one, getting the Astral Barrage off. That is going to get rid of the Executor for sure. And Groudon going to take a hefty just going to drop.
No, we saw
Wow.
The Groudon does not live Astral Barrage.
I am not, no, Life Orb does numbers. And yeah, Executor has Focus Sash, which I didn't notice, but it does not matter anymore.
I told you that not 5 seconds.
I
said it's Focus Sash. It was likely
I didn't say you didn't say it. I said I didn't notice. Very different wording.
Maybe you should open your eyes.
That would be my ears. My eyes don't hear too good anymore. In my old age.
I thought you said you were 20.
In my old age. The poison gas! The Weezing clutch. Weezing single-handedly winning this game.
Yep. And that is the end of match 1 for Top Cut.
Yeah, I don't think you're too mad about that as Ben. You definitely had some variants not go your way. What you would want to look at in a potential second set, which we will not unfortunately have, is how can I
bring in Groudon?
No, I don't even think Groudon was the issue. I think mitigating the chances to have luck are the issue. So
yeah, luck is
the Chi-Yu having to go for Heat Wave is a problem turn 1. Groudon having to go for P-Waves is a problem, or P-Blades is a problem forever. And Sleep Powder also a problem. With that taunt threatened, it really just shuts down the gravity. And with Astral Barrage, it really shuts down the Executor.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think in another match you'd want to see limiting that variance, but you're not too mad as Ben, considering that where your moves to hit, or for that sleep to last longer, you'd be in a great spot.
True. Very, very true. But
both players played great regardless, and that's going to be our first game of Top Cut.
And we will be back for the next game.
We'll be returning with Squirtle, the Wordle.
Oh,
dudes! Oh my god. Chat. Wait, can we put on it? Is this a good screen for this? I don't know. We can't really put it on stream.
No, we can't.
But you know what? My words paint a glorious picture. So you'll have to manage with that. Chat, we're gonna play Squirtle. It's Wordle for Pokemon. Who wants to be our Squirtle host? Who wants to play the game? I don't know.
I mean, I
Ellie's
have
got one
it.
All right, Ellie's got it.
Okay.
All right. So our first choice was Hawlucha. That's wrong. You're supposed to pick a Mon between. That's either Gen 4 or Gen 5 because it's in the middle, and then you get the most info.
Well, the first one I did was Lucario, and then it was too low.
See, well, yeah.
Anyways, I did Hawlucha.
So we're stuck with Hawlucha, and we know it's a lower gen than Gen 6.
Yeah, Gen 6 and higher than Gen 5, so it has, or higher than Gen 4, so it's
No.
Gen
Well, no. This is a new game.
This is a new game.
Oh,
Yeah, it's just Hawlucha we got.
Okay.
And the typing is wrong. So, different Mon, different typing, lower gen. Torterra.
Torterra?
Boom.
Boop. Boop. All right.
We know it's 1, 2, or 3 for the gen, chat, because Torterra was higher. And we know it's
still the
small.
wrong typing.
It's a little smaller.
Still the wrong typing.
You got the next one.
Let's do. Girafarig.
Girafarig? Okay.
You mean Farigiraf.
No,
No.
Girafarig's the pre.
Or, sorry, yeah, Girafarig.
I'm right.
No, you're right, my bad.
Gaslight me.
My fault.
All right. The secondary type of psychic is correct.
And we know it's Gen 3 now.
No, it's not. Oh wait, yeah,
that was
it
Gen
is.
2,
Yep,
and it's
yep.
higher, so it has
It's
to be
Gen
Gen 3.
Sorry.
So we're looking for a Gen 3 psychic type.
Gardevoir?
No, secondary psychic, not primary psychic.
Oh.
I'm gonna go with
That is true.
Lunatone.
We do know that it is a dual typing.
I'm gonna go with Lunatone.
Big gamble. Oh, and you know what that means?
Soul Rock.
It's Soul Rock, baby.
Nice.
Is this going to be our 5 Mon Squirtle? Now that is a clean sweep, chat.
That is all right. New one. You start with
We
the
got
Mon
enough
now,
time
right?
for one more. All right. Mine's Chandelure. I always walk in Chandelure first.
Okay.
Underrated Mon. Boom.
Correct generation.
Boom.
Correct height.
Ba-ba-boom.
Not the correct typing.
And that's the Chandelure diff.
Yes, it is. All right. So Fire and Ghost are off the table, but in Gen 5.
Let's see. Gen 5. Try Zoroark.
Zor.
That's true. Single type is fine because that's also a thing the game does.
Still wrong typing, and
we know it's a dual type.
actually the height is wrong.
It's a little bit smaller.
Yeah.
Chandelure sized, we gotta think.
Yeah.
Chandelure sized.
Let's see, its height is 1 foot.
Oh, what's the Excavalier?
Ooh, I like that.
I like the thought process. Scavalier. Oh my god, that's 3.
What a clean up top. And that's going to segue perfectly into this next match because we're so goated.
We are so
That's
goated.
Squirtle for
Oh
you.
my god. That. I'm seeing a picture of that.
It's
I'm
no Bill
sorry.
Nye fact, but it is quite the hype encounter.
All right.
All right, we've got the teams correct. Who's playing? Do we know?
Yeah,
Here,
do we know?
I can run a check.
Cool.
I know one's the. Who's the Iron Bundle guy?
That's Rich.
Richard M.
Yeah.
And then it's on the left.
There's Rich.
Gareth and the new guy. I don't remember his name.
Oh,
Gareth.
I don't
okay.
know about Rich.
Seaver.
Gareth, and then
Oh, it's server.
Yes.
Apparently that's a V.
Yeah. Seaver.
oh,
Oh,
there's an R on
Seaver.
here.
Oh, there's an A and a
Oh.
Zero.
Seaver. That's a Pokemon.
I don't know anymore. You said Gareth, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Gareth, I believe is in player one. We're gonna find. Yeah, that's Gareth. I think.
I would hope so. It says Gareth.
It says Gareth, so,
Hey,
wait.
I would show up to a tournament with Andrew's name. I'm just saying it's not off the
That'd be
table.
really
That is very true.
All right, we got a bit of a Lunation pick for Gareth Jonesy here.
And we've already seen this team. We already know.
He's new. He's been racking up a storm. He is already in top 4.
Yeah,
His first
he came out 4-1 at the end of the Swiss tournament. So this is going to be a very interesting match.
Yeah, this is the Combine variant of Lunala, which I'm not as much of a fan as, but if you're gonna run it, this is the way to run
That's on
it.
Garrett's side.
Yeah.
Because we were just talking about Sarah's side. I was talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. there's-
So it's a Combine Lunala, which
Uh-huh.
I'm not as big a fan.
Sorry.
And I do really like Electroweb options and having, like, if you're gonna run it like this, you shouldn't run any sort of like hard Trick Room or hard speed control. I like this balance set from Gareth. We're gonna see how it plays into the Miraidon teams, which can be tricky for Lunala, despite the Shadow Shield, just because of how stupid strong Miraidon is.
That booster energy on Raging Bolt is something to look at too, because that means it kind of gets a no punishment damage boost to its special attack, and it can pump out some damage with that 137 base special attack.
That's true, but we are the electric Terra type on Gareth's Raging Bolt, which means we aren't going to be as defensively matched into something like the Miraidon as we'd hope.
It's true.
Yeah.
I mean, they're already started. So, like a little late to ask.
Oh.
What I'd like to see from this match is a lot of momentum out the
You're
gate.
showing us their ass.
Shut up. There. Happy?
It's always like the moment I try and actually commentate, you know? Like, I could be talking about Terapagos is a tortoise or a turtle, and you're like, I'll stay quiet. Let's see where this goes.
And
Maybe I'll
now,
follow this canto till its end.
and now you're chiming in when we're trying to commentate. It's good.
The tables have tabled. And it looks like we're going to see the Ogerpon Fire and the Fluttermane as lead into the Lunala and Incineroar. Very reliable lead for this team. Hard to go wrong.
Yeah.
If you are the Fluttermane, you're a little happy here because we do have... No, we're unhappy. We don't have Shadow Ball. That's what I'm checking for. That's what you got to check for every time. Which is why we led that... It's not too wild. You see it more than you expect. What's interesting is that makes it a lot easier to lead Lunala in spots like this. You're a little scared of that Ogerpon Hearthflame, but you're not so scared of the obvious, you know,
hard hitter that is Flutter. Yeah.
Yeah, and in this situation, you can either go for the fake out or you can go for the parting shot and get a lot of momentum immediately. Groudon coming in, if we're able to get a Calm Mind or if we're able to get a Meteor Beam into that slot, especially if we parting shot, we're going to get a lot of damage off onto a Mon that can't really afford to take it.
Fake out into the Miraidon spot, doing basically
Is going to be the taunt into the Lunala, which
Sure they
Gareth should have seen what option do we lock in. It is the Moongeist into the Fluttermane, which will get rid of it on this first turn.
That was, and that's kind of a sad turn for Seaver, as
it's not as bad as it could be. I mean, you are still taunted, you can't Calm Mind, you can't protect, it limits your option.
You got Miraidon on the field for free too.
And you also have Miraidon and this Ogerpon that will come back onto the field with its Follow Me, which it does have, correct? Fact check me?
Which
it does have, which can help enable Miraidon even further. So yeah, you're definitely, while taking an initial advantage, giving up momentum to take out that Fluttermane. All in all, still a very competitive match. Lunala going to swap out. Interesting move. I agree with it.
Yep.
Could very well go well.
Get rid of the taunt.
Rillaboom going to bring in, going to swap that terrain out. Interesting to note that Ogerpon doesn't really have motivation not to Ivy Cudgel that slot. So you could see a lot of damage into the Rillaboom, but you don't necessarily mind. Because again, if you get killed here, that is another switch out. And we are going to see a Terra Fire on the Ogerpon's Hearthflame, trying to gun down that Lunala, but we saw it just swapped out.
Yep.
Is it after the Lunala, or did it target the Rillaboom for whatever reason?
Rillaboom swapped into the Lunala slot.
I know, but
Incineroar, it doesn't really have a move to hit the Incineroar, and I'd be surprised if it wasn't doubling the Lunala.
They're both doubling the Lunala. There's no way
Which makes sense because your Miraidon is faster, allowing it to break the Shadow Shield, and then by Terra Astralizing, you guarantee that pickup. So it is going to be knocking out this Rillaboom, but at the cost of 1, your Terra, and 2, Miraidon's no longer on the field. So Ivy Cudgel, while taking out Rillaboom, going to lose a lot of momentum. It's kind of the inverse of the turn 1.
I still find it funny that you can see the Ogerpon in the back moving and the mask in the front just does not move at all as they're jumping and moving.
It moves up and down a little bit. Fun fact, the mask actually does move up and down whenever Ogerpon is frozen and can't move. So Ogerpon herself will not move, and her mask will still move.
Huh. So they're just
Why do I know
disembodied?
That? I've been frozen.
Okay.
And see, this is great info, but like when I'm watching a game on cart, I can never not look at the grandma doing like somersault or fucking jumping jacks in the back. Pardon my French. Look at the jump. Like, tell me that you can pay. How? Tell me you can pay attention to these matches seriously.
Anyways.
I do not. You know what? I'm gonna not talk because that's another rant. I've been doing good this match.
Anyways,
I'm earning my pension here. Come on.
Lunala and the Incin are both here, both doing their own job.
Yeah, Incineroar is really happy to be here. It's going to get this free parting shot. And
Chat, I'm just happy. I would have knocked off into that Farigiraf slot, because no matter what, getting some damage onto it, and especially if the Miraidon's going to
I don't necessarily agree, because you're just really looking to get something off the field this turn so that Miraidon loses the ability to swap out. And by knocking off, you can't really get something off the field. You can just limit whatever is on the field. Terastallization going to come out from the Lunala. Interesting choice must be that foul play on Farigiraf being the threat.
I never realized how small the heart was on Lunala.
It's awesome.
And most of her bulk is in her wings.
Yeah, true.
There is for Follow Me.
Yeah, follow me with the Ogre
They
Pond.
parted shotting into that
Parting
Ogre Pond
shotted?
slot already.
Parting shotted.
Yeah, it is parting shot, and there is nothing to limit another Intimidate coming back in. So that means that this is going to be a +1 Spadef and a -1 potentially Ogre Pond after another Intimidate.
So it's already -1.
Yeah.
Oh, was
They
it
got the
intimidated?
Intimidate, yeah.
I see. So this is already -1. It could be -2. Really in dire straits. And you're going to get the Ogre Pond in, able to follow me, further protecting your Lunala.
Yeah,
This
this Lunala is in a comfy spot.
Very,
Absolutely.
very comfy.
I didn't interrupt you.
No, it's all good.
If you are Seaver in this situation, you are just looking to break through somehow, some way. And to do that, you have to stop Incineroar from switching out. Issue being, you can't really do both. You have to either stop Incineroar or stop Lunala, and at this point, it's really hard to do both without some sort of hard prediction.
Decided.
Follow me coming out, but I don't honestly think that that's the play you want to see here if you're Seaver.
Fire flame.
Because you're down enough in this position where you need something to go your way, and Follow Me is just perpetuating the momentum as it is. Electro Drift coming out into the Lunala, but even with the crit, this wouldn't kill. I don't believe.
No, it doesn't.
It actually might have killed with the crit. Don't fact check me.
With a high roll, maybe.
Moongeist's going to come out, and this should do almost a kill to Miraidon. It shouldn't
Yeah.
quite get there.
Almost there.
Miraidon is more specially defensive than Koraidon.
Yeah, what is it, like base
It's
105 or
120.
120?
It's 120 on Miraidon and 100 on...
135 in speed and...
It's Miraidon, dude.
Dude, that is ridiculous.
Yeah, Miraidon has the 120 special defense, which does matter in this matchup because a +1 Moongeist doesn't take you out, but Koraidon is 100 special defense, which means you can take it out with the +1. Lunala effects, you don't really get to hear them anywhere else. So yeah, now it's a pretty easy spot.
The only Lunala expert in this room right now.
Just about, yeah, you're in a pretty easy spot if you are Gareth now. Your Ogre Pond has Sturdy, so there's no way for the Miraidon to knock it out before you can hit it. And even in that situation, you could just also follow me, and you're still fine.
Yeah. This Miraidon's also just choice locked. It can't protect itself. Farigiraf can't do anything about that. It can't save its own Miraidon.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's locked into a resisted hit, even if it wasn't.
So if you're Seaver here, you're really just thinking about game 2. Yeah,
Yeah,
fourth
there it
hit.
goes.
Must have a game plan in mind. Gareth's going to take our game 1 very, very handily. Yeah, able to take that momentum and recognize, hey, I shouldn't commit too hard. Let's get Lunala out of here and set it up at a better time. Seaver, not to knock him, did get the momentum early with taking out the Rillaboom, and that's hard to do when you've immediately lost him on, but
True.
it really wasn't the piece on the board you needed to take out. Rillaboom, while getting rid of your terrain, it doesn't enable Lunala as much as the Incineroar or the Ogre Pond do, so you're not as worried about it.
Very
So going into game 2, I'd like to see a different Mon be targeted in the early game. Obviously, that's hard because Lunala has Protect, and if slow played, Gareth can kind of just whittle down the Miraidon.
Those leftovers, Shadow Shield and Calm Mind, all put together, despite the ridiculous damage that Miraidon does, so Lunala can just tank it for days, if given the time.
Okay.
And I'd love to see what Gareth goes into. I mean, I could even see a mix-up coming in here because if you leave that Miraidon for Seaver, it becomes a lot trickier to position your Lunala where it can get the boost it needs.
Okay, as someone who's possibly considering using a defensive mon like Lunala or say Lugia,
No.
Why?
So not that second one, but go on.
okay, explain why not the second one.
So-
it sucks.
No, you gotta explain it in full detail to me or else I'm just not gonna believe you.
Psychic Flying is one of the single worst types you could ever ask for. They are anti-synergistic and have no offensive coverage with each other. They have no synergy defensively or offensively.
Would you rather have CSR typing or Sigilif typing?
I don't know.
They're both bad, but the CSR one is slightly.
What's interesting about Lunala is with a quad weakness, you're able to focus on, with Terra, it's especially good in this format, because you can focus on your weakness, that dark type, that ghost type, and Terra to fairy, and prevent that damage coming in.
Okay, so then if I were to say...
Lugia isn't able to cover all its bases, is my thing.
Okay, so then if I were to compare Lugia and Ho-Oh for this sort of format, Ho-Oh would be the better choice because it has the 4 times rock weakness.
I would say Ho-Oh's a better pick just because it's a better Mon, because it has options like Regenerator and what is it? Tailwind, Brave Bird. What's the set it runs?
Sacred
I don't
Fire.
know. Sacred Fire. That's Sacred Fire.
It
That's
has
the one you're
utility
like.
and damage and survivability. Even though it has that extreme weakness,
It's
that
not-
weakness is not as.
It's not a good. Neither Ho-Oh nor Lugia are good Mons. It's just that when Ho-Oh is on the field, I'm considering, I have to deal with Ho-Oh. When Lugia is on the field, I'm considering, I get to ignore Lugia.
I love how we're not even paying attention
Yeah,
to the
sorry.
match. It's
Oh
fine.
wow, an immediate
It is
flinch. Oh, that was on the Bradon. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought that was Rock Slide for a moment. I was paying zero
So
attention.
you get the Auroraville up. Importantly, the Ogerpon does outspeed the Ninetales and almost one-shot it with an Ivy Touch.
Yeah.
See,
Somehow.
Auroraville is an interesting adaptation, but I don't know how much I like it in this matchup because your goal as Lunala is not to break through immediately. Your goal is to survive a turn. And by setting up the Auroraville, you're just enabling more turns that debuffs can happen. So, while going to be great in this long run, it's not exactly your number one priority. Volt Switch coming out here is going to make this Miraidon switch out of the back. Was it Parting Shot on the instant?
I believe so.
So we are going to see whatever comes in here, debuff, and smartly, Seaver knowing that brings in Furigraph. Because of all things that could be debuffed with Parting Shot, that's the one you care the least about.
Yeah, because it can just ignore it. Does the attack drop affect the foul play?
No, it's not your attack stat. I don't believe so. Burn does that.
Interesting.
I'm pretty sure Burn affects foul play, but attack drop would not. We just got nitpicked.
Yeah, we did.
We got wham bammed.
So I can find it.
It's fine. We're fine. Anyways.
My bad.
Yeah, that match ended, and we're playing a duplicate now. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same match, but 2 hours later.
Doctor Strange stuff, you know how it is.
No.
I can see everything.
Okay. And
Hey, I've put in work. Someone could say something.
I don't know what to say.
Hey, I've
I'm
yapped.
not on the mountain.
I've
Are
yapped.
we going to be able to get this calm lined up before this Miraidon can get a hit on the Lunala is my question. Because that crit would kill either way, right? Because ignores boosts.
Let's not think about crit. Let's think about
Yeah.
how awesome Lunala is.
True. Lunala is one of the ones that I'm debating making a team for because I love Lunala so much.
Funky Roman.
It's a fun little
That's
one.
Large Mon.
Ivy Cudgel coming out with the screens up. That isn't going to do too much. Volt Switch coming out into the Lunala, breaking its what's it called? Shadow Shield, and forcing it to terastalize with Furigraph on the field.
Yep.
With the terastalization, you can now bring in Pokemon that can do big damage like Iron Hands. This could even be a Trick Room here from the Furigraph, actually. Putting you in a scenario where that foul play could come out on this next turn, and you have the pressure of the Iron Hands into the Cornerstone. A great adaptation for this game, too, by Seaver.
Yeah. What I find most interesting is the fact that this Ogerpon is faster than the enemy Miraidon. And
Yeah.
I think if this goes to a game 3, that's going to be one of the things that decides the next game.
100%.
It's not good to be slower than Mons that can threaten a one-shot if given the crit, of which they have a heightened chance to get.
Interesting. Is
Fake
the
out.
Follow Me and Fake Out with the Ogerpon and the Lunala. We're not too mad about that, as Gareth could be a lot worse this turn. Foul play coming into the Ogerpon, gonna do a good chunk, but not gonna knock it out.
Not
Yeah.
enough to get the 2 shot.
It does now get rid of Sturdy, which means that a Drain Punch could put you in range. Key to note that Iron Hands is obviously going to be slower than Furigraph. It will go first,
But
so you would get that
also-
Drain Punch before a Follow Me could happen.
But also, it is important to recognize, does that
Follow me as priority.
Ogerpon have Spiky Shield?
I'm saying that Furigraph is faster, is slower in Trick Room, so it will attack after a Drain
Got
Punch.
it.
But
we
does Cornerstone have Spiky Shield?
It does, it just used it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, both
No, I don't have Cornerstone. I have Hearthfire.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, both Mons have protected this turn, which is going to stall out the Trick Room further for Gareth. Calling that correctly, what his opponent wants to do, no switches on the field. A turn you could have taken advantage of the Seaver, but you're not too mad about regardless, because you're still in an advantage spot here.
Yeah.
Yeah, however, if this Ogrepon gets preserved into the endgame somehow, which is an option for Gareth here, it's now terrestrialized into a weakness of the Rockpon, which very much matters because the Iron Hands does not like taking really strong physical attacks.
You have the Rockmon, you have the Meteor Beam, you have Incineroar even. I don't think it's Flare Blitz, but if it did, you know.
Yeah. And it's not...
Oh, it actually does have Flare Blitz. I'm awesome.
Also, it doesn't resist knockoff.
Yeah.
Typing is very good in specific matchups, but I do not think it's the play in this.
I think the most important thing that happened this turn is the Electric Terrain ending. That is going to mean that Farigiraf... That's true. Sorry, I'm really used to Lunala having Meteor Beam. Farigiraf switching out to bring in that Miraidon to reset that Electric Terrain for the Iron Hands. It's either going to get an attack boost with the Drain Punch or the Electric Slam. I forget what it's called. I don't care.
Heavy Slam.
No, the Electric.
Wild Charge?
Yeah, Wild Charge.
Wild Bolt Storm.
Wild Bolt Storm. That's
Huh?
Yeah, Follow Me going to come out. Safe move by Gareth. Let's see what happens. Wild Charge, that is going to allow... Oh, wow, still going to take up the knockout. With the Terrain boost, with the attack boost, that is enough. Wow, impressive. I expected a little more bulk from Ogrepon. Maybe I was overzealous there. My bad. Calm Mind coming out from the Lunala. Interesting move. I mean, you need some sort of play to happen soon.
Isn't it now +3?
+2. It's only used one other combo.
Your issue is this Lunala only has Moongeist Beam and Moonblast, so... actually, no, that's a great position to be in. You can Moonblast them right on, and no matter what happens, you get a good turn here. With the fake-out pressure of the Incineroar, you have a guaranteed value by Moonblasting the Miraidon.
Yeah.
It's just whether or not you want to make some sort of prediction there.
None of these three mons want to take a +2 Moonblast from this Pokemon because...
The light screen is still up, but it will do probably, I'd say, over half to Farigiraf. That's maybe ambitious.
I'd say it at least do 40% of this.
It is going to be the Iron Hand switching out. Very interesting. We're still in Trick Room, so that means this Moonblast into the Miraidon is going to go first.
Incin coming out as well. Rillaboom sleepy. Eepy.
Very interesting.
Getting up a Grassy Surge, taking away the electric terrain.
And yeah, that's that Moonblast coming out from the Lunala. I'd be interested to hear what the idea was here. I don't know a world where that could survive, so I assume that was an aggressive prediction by Seaver that the Miraidon would be ignored in favor for getting rid of the Iron Hands. But again, I really don't think that you had all that much to lose by just bringing in Farigiraf.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, Trick Room's going to end this turn, but there's no longer a Mon that threatens you here without the Miraidon.
Faster than everything else.
Mm-hmm.
Iron Hands just does not have pressure and lacks the electric terrain to really threaten the Lunala. Yeah,
Gonna go for the Protect to get that Shadow Shield back up, hopefully, but at this point, your goal is really just to, you've accomplished your goal, which is get rid of Miraidon, and now it's just the slow play.
Mm-hmm.
The game's not over, but it's certainly favored.
Yeah, blocking that fake out, good play.
Very, very good play.
U-turn coming out, gonna chip down the Iron Hands slightly, not really noticeable. Gonna go back into the Incineroar, which is much more noticeable because you get the Intimidate again.
Yep.
And with that, you're gonna require some sort of boosted or critical attack.
Is this Farigiraf going?
That's gonna be your issue.
Next question.
You have to in this position. I see no way to win otherwise. Iron Hands is your only threat. And with the Iron Hands, I mean, yes, you have the Heavy Slam. No, you don't have Heavy Slam. You guys were lying. You only have Low Kick, Drain Punch, and Wild Charge.
That's why I was confused.
Yeah.
So, honestly, I still think Wild Charge is the better move there with the Electric Boost. But regardless, it's not great in this scenario without the terrain. And that's going to be the end of the Aurora Veil, so... Exactly. Entirely in this match of VGC.
Alright.
For the boom beam. There's the Drain Punch.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't see a way for Seaver to pull out of this game, sadly.
Psychic Noise into the Lunala spot, doing basically nothing.
importantly, preventing any healing and getting rid of the Shadow Shield.
The issue being this is a +2. This won't kill, but it'll be too KO.
At about 52%-ish.
Certainly in range of another.
Mm-hmm.
Lunala was prevented from healing twice.
Oh,
no. It's this Iron Hands is also gonna hate taking a grassy terrain.
Yeah, game's not over here. I mean, a critical hit with the wild charge could do a number. You never know. I don't think it could still get there even. Yeah, I mean, crit would have gotten there. Crit would have gotten you there. I believe so. Because you're -1 attack and you would have gotten the crit boost.
Oh, -1.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, so I mean, that game wasn't over, but it was certainly looking. Additionally, you do have the Flare Blitz on the Ensign, so even if you stop the Lunala, it's not impossible that Iron Hands could go down anyways. So yeah, that's going to wrap up an amazing match. I mean, well played by both players. Despite being 2 games, I think that really could have gone either way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, importantly, this is Seaver's first time playing here.
Yes. Seaver.
Bringing Alolan
Seaver.
Ninetales into a restricted format like this, absolutely fantastic, and doing as well as they have.
Your name is awesome. I'm lame for not being able to pronounce it. I want to clear that up.
It's an awesome name. No idea how to...
Just got to clear, like, the blame is on me. And yeah, that's going to wrap the match.
Yep,
Very
there it
well
goes.
played.
Nicely
Would
done.
love to see more of Seaver in further tournaments, because that's an impressive run to immediately bust out.
Mm-hmm.
But Gareth, clutching it out. Well done.
And we will be back with the last match of the day.
Hello, everyone. I'm here.
He's here. Woo!
No, he's not.
No.
He's actually just a figment of your imagination.
Yes.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
You crowded in here to watch, or should I go over there? I mean, you can...
Probably.
It is a live stream.
Yes.
I can get level 7.
Prof Tiberius.
Yeah, and there's no ads for the next 3 hours and 33 minutes.
If you go see if Joe's streaming it, I feel like they're watching it out there.
Yeah.
It's a little
They've
crowd.
got to watch parties.
Lo siento. Okay.
All right, so we got Peter's Dondoza, which I assume has been on stream.
What? The team name is Coin Flips. I don't like that.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, it's Covert Cloak, Ogrepon, what is it? Teal Mask?
Yeah.
Where even are the coin flips on this team, actually? You gotta stop doing that.
Forget that I'm near the Switch. I think that's Gareth.
Yeah. So I played Gareth round 3? Yeah.
Are you guys ready?
Yep, we've been ready.
We're always ready. We're born ready. All right.
So, we've seen both these teams before, obviously. And were they on stream before? Was that?
Both of them have, yes.
Yeah.
Were they playing each other? I can't recall.
No,
I don't think
we
so.
haven't seen them play each other. We just saw Gareth in our last one, and we saw Peter's Calyrex team earlier this in Top Cut too.
Yeah, so in a general sense, I would say that Gareth has the advantage here. You don't really like to see that sort of interaction with Rillaboom, Incineroar, Lunala in front of a Dondozo. Any of those are really annoying. And especially with the other options, like Raging Bolt even, you're not in the best position. I believe Shadow Shield is still active even with a Weezing. Correct me on that if I'm wrong.
No, it's not.
It's not? Okay.
Yeah.
Joe lied to me once. That's okay.
But
But
the internet lied to Joe once.
Oh, okay. And then he lied to me.
Yeah.
Aye.
That's how rumors spread.
It's a chain of lies.
That's fair. Chain of lies. Well, the blame has been aptly placed. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
I like Chain of Lies. That's a good album name.
No, but it's spelled like Chain of Lies, but Chain of Lies.
I like channel, like
Yeah,
analyze.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm back. I can feel the retro.
Thanks, Nino.
Let's go, Nino. So yeah, no. I mean, even without Shadow Shield, you're still not. With the Terra Fairy and the Calm Mind, your Calyrex isn't as much of a threat into Lunala as you'd hope. But you obviously still have that initial advantage. What I'd like to see from Peter is to force the Terra onto something, either that Lunala and take advantage of that, or something else and take advantage of the fact that Lunala has to stay Terra, stay a Ghost type.
Ghost Psychic type is worse.
It is, but with
bad.
Calyrex, you don't really have to acknowledge the secondary type if they're weak to like at all.
I can't wait to see what Lunala does in a double restricted format. That's what I'm interested
Be
in.
really good.
It's gonna be really good.
I can't wait.
It's gonna be so good. It's really good now.
I know.
It's gonna be
but
even better.
I don't like the play style as much.
Well, I don't think Lunala likes you very much.
Well,
so
maybe
you should hash it out.
Maybe.
You better start building relations now, or
Yeah.
they're gonna hate you in the next red.
Oh, that's huge.
Yeah.
Define boost on Ogerpon, like
Yeah, definitely a great play by Peter, taking advantage of the fact that Incineroar is a really easy lead into Calyrex.
yeah.
Yeah.
Very telegraph protect for Gareth here. Incin's not really in any. Wait, does Ogerpon have superpower?
No, it has Stomping Tantrum.
Does that get the one shot on Incin?
No shot.
Would-
Yeah.
70,
I
it's
doubt
75
it.
non-stat
Yeah.
base.
It would have
Yeah.
to be like no
Plus,
bulk.
if I plus
Yeah.
one, it's not. It's barely doing.
Yes, I know superpower gets the KO usually, but I guess
It's gonna do a lot. Though.
yeah. There's no. Yeah, you have to switch out Incin here because a double ult still KOs it.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I'd like to see what Gareth comes up with because there's a lot of opportunities to make some crazy offensive play here.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see what happens. Rillaboom getting the grassy terrain off. Going to be a good swap in for that Stomping Tantrum. Terastallization by Gareth makes sense. Not
Oh.
really. Not
It's
big.
gonna be the Lunala.
Yeah, no protect.
There is not too much of an absurd. There aren't many other Terra options on Lunala teams for this purpose exactly. You want to have access to that Terra Fairy and get that pressure off turn one.
Did he move as game?
I would presume. We're going to find out. Pollen Puff into the Rillaboom, predicting that switch in, covering options there. But Lunala not going for any protects, just going on the offense. Stomping Tantrum not going to get there. Was it Moon Guy's beat? Ooh, it's the Calm Mind. Yeah, not going to get you as much of an advantage as you might have hoped. But, I mean, you are still threatening to bulk up in front of this Calyrex. You're not mad about that at all.
Yeah. Plus, you've got Fake Out that too.
You've got Fake Out, you're still got your Shadow Shield, and you're now forcing an Astral Barrage and some sort of play by Ogerpon. The expected play...
that would KO Lunala.
Oh, certainly.
Yeah, break Shadow Shield +1 grassy terrain.
With Grassy Terrain.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage.
Importantly, they didn't protect last turn, so.
Is the Fake Out into the Ogerpon, though? So this Lunala is going to get
Oh,
one.
it's Cobra Cloak.
Yeah, it's Cobra Cloak. He forgot.
Oh, Gareth did not check. Yeah, that's an issue. Oh, you think?
Oh well.
What are we going for with the Teal Mist?
A crit definitely.
It's Cudgel.
It's
I mean, a crit, obviously.
+1 grassy terrain cudgel.
It's. I don't know. I don't want to speak too soon. It depends on how Lunala was built.
Oh.
Yeah. Don't doubt me. Don't doubt
Oh,
me.
what?
It depends on how you EV your Lunala. You can be crazy bulky. That's going to get rid of Calyrex.
Wow, that's a huge turn.
This is absolute. Okay, this is not at zero cost. We have lost Rillaboom, and Lunala is essentially gone, but the restricted is gone, and that is huge. If you're going to have a chance in that game, this is how.
You can't bring Incineroar in racing.
No.
No, yeah, that Fake Out was a big deal.
Oh.
Yeah, we've seen Peter here take the solo Tatsu here before.
Ogerpon coming out. It's going to be in a decent spot here. It is threatened by both Pokemon for neutral attacks, which isn't happy about, but at the very least, it's doing something here.
I think there's a layer of mind games going on here too, because Gareth does not know if they have Dondozo in the back or not.
I think there's a slight layer, but I think you're more so worried about just getting double KO'd this turn as Ogerpon and Lunala, because with a Muddy Water, you certainly take out Lunala from this range. Does have to hit, but that's a different issue. Spiky Shield, I expect to double protect this turn. Makes sense, get more restoration on Lunala. Maybe get it out of range of Muddy Water, then you can follow me. But interestingly, yeah, going for the Spiky Shield as Peter. Interesting choice.
Importantly, Gareth's Ogerpon is faster than Peter's, and that could matter.
And he could absolutely become even faster if he wanted to Terastallize.
Yeah, if Peter Terra's Ogre,
He
it's
did not use the Terra on Calyrex.
yeah, he just kills the Ogerpon.
Does
Again-
Muddy Water kill from this range?
2 leftovers heals and 1 grassy or 2. Yeah, so it's
He
at
has a
like
Calm
20.
Mind also.
You're at about 25% with +1 Spadef. Would a Muddy Water normally do like 33? I don't think so.
He didn't Terra. He's just
No.
going. He's just assuming that he's gonna follow me.
Yeah, I think the follow me is a fair assumption. I mean, it's hard to do anything else as Gareth, especially at that double protect. You want to keep Lunala alive, obviously. If Gareth does get scared of a Dondozo, this could be a very bad turn, but if he's not and he gets the turn right, he could get rid of him on here. Follow Me coming out, correctly predicting that by Peter, but does this Muddy Water pick up? Oh, okay, hits on both. Does not get there, yeah. Accuracy does drop on Ogerpon, but that's not what you're worried about. Ivy Cudgel gonna take it out, but Lunala gets to attack.
No, it's not resistant.
It's neutral plus 1 Grassy Terrain, yeah.
I forget.
Moongeist Beam into the Tatsu, I believe?
Yeah, into the Tatsu.
That's dead
Importantly,
Tatsu.
leaving the Ogerpon alive for this Incineroar to come and give it another Defiant boost.
What's interesting is it's +2. Does +2 Stomping Tantrum take out an Incineroar?
It doesn't.
Maybe.
Because if it doesn't, I believe Incineroar has Flare Blitz.
It does.
Oh wait, we're not getting Intimidate.
Oh, right, because of Galarian Weezing, yeah.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, we aren't even getting the Intimidate. Good point. Yeah, so there's no way for this Ogerpon to knock out Incineroar in one hit, which means we have the option of just getting a Flare Blitz off into the slot.
I like this play here.
I like Spiky Tip's shield a lot. It forces Lunala to make a very offensive play.
Yeah, and as long as yeah, because
Although I honestly wouldn't be surprised to see a Flare Blitz into Ogerpon and a Moongeist into what's it called? Weezing, because you are faster with the Lunala if you are neutral. Yeah, wow, getting the turn right. Well done by Gareth. Yeah, is the Moongeist Beam. It is only +1, so it shouldn't get the KO. Barely hanging on with Weezing. I've got my calcs. This would be really hype if I didn't have my calcs in mind.
If Incineroar doubles into the slot...
No, Flare Blitz was the safe play into the Ogerpon, and you're still in a great spot if you are Gareth here. You now have the opportunity to get a strong hit into the Ogerpon.
Yeah, overall, that was a reasonably safe play, because even if you lose your Lunala here and take out the Ogerpon with your Incineroar, I think you have the advantage.
No, here's the issue that comes down to is that you now have the Poison Chip on the Incineroar. Would that be enough to put it in range of Stomping Tantrum? I don't know, but who's to say? It's only -6% health, but that could be the difference.
Yeah, it is a lot. Well, poison's more than 6, I think.
Grassy Terrain.
12%.
Right, so it's...
I was doing mental math, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So it's a net sum of -6%.
Yeah.
No, because leftovers.
No,
I'm talking about Incin,
yeah.
which is the one that we need to survive.
Yeah. So...
Thing is, the Ogerpon has to take out the Lunala this turn, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, because we saw that Lunala is faster than the Weezing.
I don't think Terra Dark lets you live. Terra Dark does not let you live based on
it shouldn't, but I mean, if the last one was a high roll, this one's a low roll, maybe, but you never know.
And it wasn't
But if you're going to try and live, that's how you would do it.
Mm-hmm.
It's also key to note that we have the option of Moonblast, but you're only doing that if you hard protect this Terra, and there's not really a reason to. Yeah, so this could go either way here. I feel like you are forced to take out Lunala with the Ogerpon, but Keeley can protect this turn. So this is going to be an interesting endgame. Protect from the Lunala.
Ooh, Peter called it.
Peter called it correctly. What does Incin do? Stomping Tantrum. Does it hang on? No. Wow.
That's just +1.
That's only +1, yeah.
Yeah.
No Intimidate.
Yeah, all of that chip adding up for the Ogerpon, able to knock it out what would normally not ever be a OHKO. Great game one. That was awesome.
Does Lunala live Ivy Cudgel +1?
That was awesome. That was a great game one.
Yeah, it went from like 90% health to like 2 HP.
Yeah, that poison putting in work to keep it alive.
Yeah, battle canceled. Great first set. A great first game.
Yeah, it went back and forth. Losing that Calyrex early and absolutely destroying them with Ogerpon and...
Yeah, you're a little worried as Gareth because you did have the momentum starting early, but obviously the big damage that happened was not something you could really afford, it turned out. So, a pretty even state after the first couple turns. So your goal in this next game would be, I need to capitalize sooner. And, not get red with the Rillaboom. Yeah, go for it.
Weezing does have protect. All right.
Instant?
No,
Weezing has protect. It was an
I thought you said instant.
Yeah.
there was an option to protect Weezing on a couple of one of the turns.
Yeah.
Didn't end up happening, but didn't matter for Peter anyways.
We're never seeing Dozo in this matchup, right?
I mean, it's not impossible. If Gareth brings the wrong Mons, it could come, but generally, even with the average Mons that Gareth would bring, you don't want to bring Dozo.
Yeah.
Again, not impossible. It just requires a very particular read by Peter.
Very particular set of skills.
I don't think he would bring it.
I wouldn't, but it's Peter, and Peter has done crazier. That's for certain.
Yeah.
Peter is what we like to call.
He's considering it. He's totally
excuse me.
considering it.
I think if he had Heavy Slam on Dozo, it's a bring, but
He's got Body Press, Wave Crash, and Order Up with Protect.
yeah,
With defense boosting.
yeah. So it's not great to this team.
Yeah, opting for the Urshifu over the Tatsugiri.
I kind of like that. You're faster than everything, I think, already.
I agree. Yeah, it gives you.
It's just going to do the same thing Tatsu did, but better.
Yes. Yeah.
But it doesn't ignore Follow Me, which is something to be aware of.
It doesn't, but it also has Focus Sash.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just go through the Ogerpon anyway. Interesting. It's like either you give Ogerpon a +1 or you give it Grassy Terrain.
At the very least, it's now not having both, so a kill on Lunala is much trickier if it goes for the Terra Fairy.
Yeah, so if you can't fake out either.
Nope.
I don't think Gareth's gonna make that mistake again.
I hope not.
That is something that happened.
But like,
yeah.
I'm pretty sure Astro Barrage, like, yeah, Peter's holding on to his Terror.
I agree with this. No reason not to make this play as Gareth. I mean,
If he did
what I'd love to see is
Astral
like
Barrage,
would-
Terra Grass, Ivy Culture, would that have been a KO?
Keep calling Puff.
no, because you didn't. You don't have the +1.
But you have Terra Grassy Terrain.
You already had Grassy Terrain last time.
Yeah.
It would be the same. It's 1.5.
Yeah.
Ivy Cudgel coming out.
Decent damage.
That it is. Moongeist Beam coming out into the Protect. What does Rillaboom get to do? Is it a U-turn into the Ogerpon? I would love to see that. It is.
Ooh.
Good play by Gareth. Gonna do a big chunk of damage.
Not stab, base 7.
More importantly, it lets you bring in something that can help you.
I don't think this is
Here.
insane.
I mean, you surely can't bring it into. Ellie is back in the booth.
I would like to see
Hi, guys.
Bolt and Bolt or Urshifu.
Ellie is back out of the booth.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, I like Ogerpon a lot here. You have the follow me earlier in the game than last time without as many of the potential deficits that you had with the Intimidate boosting the Defiant.
Do we see the double protect this turn?
From
Gareth.
You would get back your Shadow Shield potentially, but it does allow for the option of a switch or, I mean, anything.
Ooh.
Here.
This is a very aggressive play.
Quite, yeah.
But I think it could work.
Is Ogerpon worth sacrificing here?
I don't think so.
My issue with sacrificing Ogerpon is if Gareth is offensive this turn and goes for a Ivy Cudgel or anything with his Ogerpon Rock, that's not a position you want to be with your freshly terastallized Calyrex.
Does Astral Barrage pick up the KO?
Sturdy.
Lunala?
On Lunala, no.
No.
Not a chance.
But next turn it definitely goes down
Yes.
if he doesn't protect here.
Phone
No
comes
protects.
out.
No protects come out.
No protects. Yeah, that's a great play by Gareth. If this is the Ivy Cudgel into the Ogerpon, that could knock it out and allow for the Lunala to ask or Moongeist Beam. Sturdy allowing to live. Is it Ivy Cudgel? That it is. Yeah, getting that turn right. This will knock out both the Ogerpon and the Calyrex Shadow at the cost of a lot of health on Ogerpon and Lunala. But you're pretty happy about that as Gareth because Ogerpon still able to follow me, still able to sacrifice itself, and now you forced Peter into an endgame that he doesn't really want to be.
Importantly, he did
Well
bring
played.
Urshifu this time, so we can't.
Crit didn't matter. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, no, it did matter.
Did not matter at all.
Urshifu crit method.
Basically, without. Oh, we're losing the voice. We're at home stretch, folks.
Yeah, I'd say Peter's in a much, much stronger position than he was last game.
Gareth. Peter is somewhere.
English is hard.
It's definitely not over. I mean,
Oh. You know what play would have been crazy?
What's that?
Swapping, if Peter last turn swapped out Ogerpon for Wheezing and just one-shot the
That would be fun.
Ogerpon.
One shot Ogerpon, yeah.
Yeah.
That would have been nuts.
Yeah.
And then I think you just win from there.
Yeah, because then,
Yeah.
well, no, because your Moon Guys would still hit into the Calyrex, yeah.
But your Ogerpon.
Yeah, you don't need Calyrex anymore.
Yeah. And you
That's
have your
fair.
Ogerpon.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Your
You do have
Ogerpon's still alive
now.
Yeah.
Follow me coming out from Ogerpon, no switches, fair enough, you just want to get rid of what's on the field. We know that there's the Rillaboom in the back, that's pretty happy into the Urshifu, and this Weezing does not have a poison type attack, it just has the Strange Steam. So Rillaboom not as threatened as it might have been initially in that matchup. Moongeist Beam, going out into Weezing. We knew that was faster from last game, gonna do over half, put it in range or something. We'll have to see what.
Definitely not
I think it
Wheezing.
dies to me.
Oh, yeah, but it's,
Not because of, I think Grassy Terrain might save it on a roll.
Oh,
Yeah. Also, Urshifu just threatens.
Urshifu's good.
Yeah. There's fake up pressure, but like,
yeah, you're neutral on health, yeah, so you're still in range of a Wicked Blow, easily.
yeah.
Actually, it's closer than you'd think, but it's not, I think you can. It's harder when I don't have the numbers.
Mm-hmm. Instant comes out. That's interesting.
I think that's understandable. I mean, Rillaboom wants to be there later in the game to just Grassy Glide when Urshifu's sash is broken.
That and Grassy Turn is almost over.
Potentially resetting it is also an option, I agree.
Yeah. Definitely fake out into Urshifu here. You gotta protect it.
Surely, yeah,
If you lose Urshifu, the game's just over immediately.
agree.
Weezing, I think Weezing's free to attack though.
Yeah, Weezing's fine. Weezing also has Protect if it wants to just heal up, but I don't see a need
I don't
here.
think you want it.
I don't think you want to, yeah.
Yeah, because Gareth is just like, does Gareth call it and just swap out Rillaboom right now? Yeah, no, I think you gotta attack this.
Well, if you swatch out Rillaboom right now, the terrain would
Yeah,
end.
he's calling a double protect. He's trying to call a double protect on Peter here.
You're still not too mad about this as Garrett. Let's see if that gets there. It doesn't. Yeah, I figured that would be close.
Yeah.
Just barely out of range. Moongeist Beam gonna go off into that Weezing. It probably shouldn't. Yeah.
Not Grassy Terrain.
Grassy terrain. But Kaylee, now probably in range of a Grassy Glide. Fortunately, I believe that the terrain ends this turn, right?
Yeah.
So we're in a really interesting spot, honestly. A double protect here by Peter would just seal up the Lunala due to poison, since the train would end. Assuming it ends, assuming I'm right. Show me I'm right before I start thinking. Oh no, okay, there's another turn of Grassy Terrain, so you can't just double protect yet.
I think he needs a double protect anyway.
Likely.
Yeah, because it ends this turn.
Yeah, if you manual switch. So.
Manual switching Rillaboom out for the Incineroar again, honestly, not a bad move. It could get red, but you are getting a guaranteed Intimidate. And that's pretty solid into the Urshifu. Not going for the switch, though, is staying in. Interesting to see.
Peter is playing this well. Importantly, that close combat is not going to be at full power against the Insect.
No.
Short of a crit. With the -2.
Yeah, Gareth trying to predict an aggressive play there by Peter, but Peter playing it safe there. Yeah, this is going to be a tricky endgame. I don't really know how this devolves. It is a -2 Urshifu when Incineroar comes in, correct?
Yeah.
So yeah, that close combat won't kill.
They'll do a bit.
Right, but your issue is you aren't
Yeah.
killing, which means you get to double up the Urshifu.
No more Grassy Glide.
Yeah, that is something that is an issue.
You can't really double up Rillaboom here.
There's a lot of variants here.
I would, honestly, Wicked Blow and then double protect Wheezing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the play.
It's not
'cause-
doing anything.
Close combat.
Oh.
Switch.
Yeah, but is that
I don't
good?
think you can do that. I don't think it's worth it. Yeah. Because that's a -2 close combat anyway, so the critical hit from the Wicked Blow is probably on par. Weezing going for the double protect doesn't get it. It wasn't doing too much this turn anyways. Wicked Blow coming out. Safe play into Lunala. But at this point, Rillaboom's getting an attack, so that means that either Weezing or Urshifu is going to either, have its sash broken or go down. So I don't know how you can wrap this up as Peter without some sort of variance. Woodhammer into the Weezing. This should pick up from this range. It does. And
next turn, obviously, detect.
Oh! Neutralizing gas brings up the thing.
Yeah. So.
Oh no,
that's gonna be.
Urshifu's gonna only be -1.
Was Weezing in the first time? Alright, so -1 Urshifu, but I even think that, well, let's check the instant health, I don't remember. It's full health. Yeah, I don't think +1 or -1 close combat kills instant, right? Most instant?
Yeah, most instant.
He needs a crit.
You need either a crit, you need a crit into instant, or for somehow the Wicked Blow to kill
If you
Rillaboom.
get a crit, you get hit with a hammer at full power and then Grass Claw.
Well, you're faster than Milla, so you can suck her next turn and hope for another crit.
Yeah, you have a mind game, technically.
Yeah.
It's not a very favorable.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Woodhammer coming out into the Urshifu.
Oh yeah, the poison didn't make that mind game much more.
Yeah, it would have been a bigger issue if we didn't have the grassy terrain, but at this point we don't really have the chance to stall it out. Wicked Blow coming out in the Rillaboom, I think that's the right call. Rather than bank on the crit, just hope that, I can get enough damage with the Wicked Blow. Gareth realizing that, going for the Grassy Glide, but does not get the kill. It will be in range of the poison damage on the next turn, but Incineroar doing way too much damage. I don't think that it's going to be able to make it out of this alive. It'll die to poison on next turn if it doesn't this turn, because Gareth can Peter can just protect. Peter can just protect this turn.
Yeah.
The issue is that will heal up the Incin more, and you needed it lower in order to get the close combat. So now you are fully relying on a crit.
No, I think he was always relying on a close combat crit for this.
Yeah, but
he got to that end game expertly.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, I mean, dodges the burn.
And the battle of the 3 bulky turrets.
Yeah, I mean, it's technically not over, so I won't say anything. Let's just watch this out, see if Gareth locks it up.
Rilla goes down.
Crit or bust. No critical hit.
A lot for -1.
And that is going to seal up the game for Gareth, making him our winner today.
No.
Oh, sorry. I was backwards. We have a game 3.
Yeah.
I had it backwards. That's good news. That's good. I get another game of this. This is awesome.
Yeah.
I like it when finals make it to game 3.
Yeah.
What was that, the Charizard team that won? Battle was done in 15 minutes. The most boring match of my life.
Yeah. Didn't even bother watching it.
Which one?
LAIC?
It was LAIC or it was a regional.
Yeah.
I mean, it happens. Matchups happen.
I know, but it was just so boring.
I happened at EUIC last year also.
Right. Wasn't it like the slope or the... That was like the...
It was
the Raging Bolt
Was that
stuff.
a Jolteon I saw?
No, that was Dunlop.
No, there was a
Neil's Dunlop beat
Yeah, that was Dunlop. I don't remember. I don't think we watched. Yeah, I didn't watch the finals game.
I was there, so.
Oh, yeah.
No, I mean...
Well, last year we had a watch pattern.
Yeah.
We had a watch party.
Gotcha.
Which is why I remember Dunlops. I didn't remember the finals.
We did invite me to those.
We haven't done one in a bit.
Yeah, I figured.
What adaptations can we see here? Chat, you're all invited.
It's definitely gonna. I don't think Peter needs us to do the same lead. I don't think it was that. I think he shouldn't have sacrificed Ogerpon that turn. Or the follow me was when he lost. It was a really close set.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think that there were turns that Peter could win, but Gareth definitely made the right calls, so it's hard to blame him.
This is gonna. I think just for wrapping up. Ooh, I don't know about that.
Game 3 Gambit.
I was gonna say I think Weezing is the weak link, and you bring Tatsu over Weezing and bring Urshifu again.
I somewhat agreed with that, but there is the potential of bringing it in the middle, which we didn't see. That could have happened game 2. That would have killed the Ogerpon, Cudgel, or Stone, whatever.
Yeah.
So it wasn't useless. It's just the weaker link.
Yeah, like Urshifu's so good here.
Urshifu's really good here. What's scary? I mean, Tatsugiri is not bad. Dozo isn't bad. It's just that if you put them in a bad spot, you will lose to Gareth.
It's locked in.
If Dondozo gets in a bad spot, the game is basically over.
Well, another thing on top of that, like, Moongeist Beam ignores abilities. So if Gareth gets any boosts, Moongeist Beam does ignore
Full
it away.
damage, yeah.
Yeah, so.
It ignores all the boosts. Oh, right.
It
no, I'm
ignore-
sorry.
yeah,
It
it
ignores unaware.
Yeah.
Which means that you can boost up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love
Going for the Urshifu water lead by Gareth. What an yeah, that's interesting. What is this?
it. That's just choice scarf.
It's a normal, okay. Is it Scarf? Could I see?
Yeah, it's scarf.
It is Scarf.
Well, I mean, paper is easier.
It has U-turn.
U-turn, yeah. That's
U-turn
that's what I
is
was
super
checking.
free.
U-turn is very free.
Yeah.
You turn into the Calyrex slot.
Actually, it's not free. If you Terra... Yeah.
You can Weezing, but you don't have Weezing.
No, but if you Terra Ogerpon, it gets the speed boost, and then
Oh, it takes out Urshifu? Yeah,
it just one-shots Urshifu.
That's a good point.
Um,
Yeah, definitely not free, but definitely tempting.
yeah, I think for Peter, like...
And your Terra hasn't been doing... Yeah, I like this, because your Terra hasn't been doing a lot in the other games, so getting some immediate value is a play to make. Yeah, it is just going to happen, so honestly, we're basically going to see an Urshifu that's down here.
Yeah.
There's no way to get rid of it. At the very least, Lunala is getting a turn to act freely, but I mean, that losing Urshifu at that cost is certainly a price to pay.
Also, really cool mask.
It's a cool mask. Terra Fairy.
Yeah,
There's
Terra
no
Fairy.
other choice for Gareth.
Yeah, it's either Protect or Terra Fairy.
I think that
And if you-
Protect is wrong.
I think Protect is like, you're just putting yourself on the back foot.
Protect in any of these games is good.
Keep Terra Grass Teacher.
But then
That's such a-
doesn't Lunala just die?
It just dies.
Yeah.
No, sorry. If it's light, it's
Lightful?
it depends on the build of the Lunala. It doesn't just die.
Okay.
I had to do
Yeah, that's
Urshifu though
Okay.
does just die. That crit did not matter.
Yeah.
depends on
No,
how it's EV.
this is a single. Now,
Right.
what would have mattered is that this is a single target Astro Barrage, which would have killed.
Oh.
But it's Terra Fairy now,
Yeah,
so that's
so
not
it's-
much.
Yeah.
That was all I needed to account for.
Yeah.
So, Lunala definitely gets a kill here, I'd say. Oh, but it goes for the Calm Mind. That's a tough play to make. You're losing a lot of momentum at the... I mean, all you're getting is a +1, and you really didn't need it on the field right now.
And he has, what, Rillaboom Instant in the back?
Yeah, I think
Or,
Gareth...
or did he not bring Instant and he brought...
It's
Overpower
tough.
again?
I mean, yeah, it's tough to say. I mean, if it is Incin, the Defiant Boost. Oh, Incin is here. That is a crazy bring. Yeah, Ogerpon now losing the Defiant with the boost, so it is able to lose its attack, which means Lunala is at a much better chance of surviving here. Although I do believe a double up would still kill.
I almost said to fake out the Ogerpon. Still has the Cobra Pond.
It's so tough, man.
Interesting. I'm gonna bring that on ladder.
I'm not.
Did he just swap in Tatsu?
I think he did. I'm pretty sure he double swapped.
I would be astonished if he did.
I'm pretty sure he double swapped.
Yeah.
Wow.
Thing is, if this is a parting shot into the Ogerpon like you might expect for the Incineroar, that slot is not going to... Oh, no, Dozo went into that slot. I thought you would switch it in the other way, such that if Tuts... you expect a parting shot on the Ogerpon rather than the Calyrex.
He doesn't want Dozo to get Moongeist
Yeah,
Beam.
yeah.
That's fair.
I'm trying to avoid the...
That's understandable. Honestly, I think that at +1 you don't mind that as much. I would have rather not had the parting shot, because Dozo is not going to get to do a lot here.
Well, Dozo's is not... He can still body press the Instant slot.
I mean, yeah, that's fair. That's my preference.
Yeah.
I'm not saying this is wrong, it's just different.
Dozo's still not gonna like to take a +1.
No, it's not. Oh, wow. Incineroar switching out. That's going to be a great play from Peter, because you lose... Oh, but the Rillaboom does come in. You've committed the Terra.
This lets you get your Shadow Shield.
Yeah. And with the options that this Dondozo has, it has Body Press, it has Wave Press.
Oh my. Oh my.
Wow.
That's gonna...
Whoa.
That's gonna do like half the deal of Dozo. Each Moongeist Beam.
What? That is an amazing play to make, because Dondozo has not been revealed in any of these games. That is such a great play to make by Gareth.
I wonder what he was reading to do that with.
This.
Yes.
It was this.
I just don't feel like
Oh, I know what that is.
I don't. What is it?
It's Rocco. It's everyone.
Oh my God.
Players.
Guys.
Everyone. Wow. Okay. Wow. Okay.
What?
Lance.
Can I get a translation at least?
No.
What is it? Is this one of the
we're not
leaks?
saying it on
Is
stream.
this one of the
We
leaks?
can't say it on stream.
Oh no. Someone better fill me in when I get out there.
Y'all get a pass.
Oh no.
But you do get a protect for free here because either because you're just gonna fake out, right? You better fake out.
Fake out was last turn, wasn't it?
No, he just swapped in.
He swapped in.
He double swapped.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think another Calm Mind and fake out is the safest play you can make in this situation.
Yeah, it is important to
There's no-
note that if this goes to
That's
timer
pretty-
somehow,
Oh, he's because it's unaware.
if this does go to timer somehow, then
He's boosting that defense.
the advantage is to the Dondozo, but with that many boosts on Lunala and Moonguy's Beam, you're not really going to see the chance to make it to timer, I think, if you are Peter. So let's see what happens. This is another Combine. No, it is one Moonguy's Beam. This is hitting for essentially neutral, but that's going to do a lot with the Lunala.
I feel like Calm Mind.
Yeah,
Oh.
60%. You're not worried about getting to timer.
I still feel like fake out
Yeah.
Calm Mind.
I don't
He
think
doesn't.
Does the boo even play?
No,
It doesn't, right?
I
Yeah.
don't think so. He doesn't.
I don't have the boo. I do have the boo at this computer. It's just not connected.
Insanity. I don't agree.
And
Andrew
this
says,
is,
thanks, Joe.
Oh, he didn't protect.
Yeah, there's the Calm Mind. I told you.
Wow.
Is that necessary? That's not necessary anymore, though. I think it was a waste of turn.
I still feel like it's good to have,
At this point, I don't know if it matters.
but I think it's still.
No, I think what he's doing is he's going for. Wait, is instant faster than Lunala? That's really awkward.
Probably, yeah. I would hope so.
No, it shouldn't be on this team. Lunala should be faster.
I mean, both of.
Lunala should be faster than all Ensign. That's how you EV spread Lunala usually.
Thanks for the update, Jacob. Oh, goodbye.
Yeah, we lose Incineroar here, which
That
means
sucks. You don't get the Intimidate talk on Groudon anymore.
Yeah.
I mean,
This
wow.
is.
Whoa, that's
Tatsu
not good.
comes back
Yeah.
in. Yeah, Tatsu comes in
That's
without.
not good. I don't like that.
Yeah, no, that's gonna be rough.
That's tricky.
Ashton Cox says hello. Thank you, Jacob.
I'm ignoring Jacob.
Hi, Jacob. I see you.
To be fair, I guess Jacob hasn't sent the pace. So good on him.
You just bring in Calyrex and Draco. Oh wait, no, yeah.
Yeah, you're kind of, it's still.
Well, the Combines are set up. Your only really way to hit the Lunala is Overcon. It's not over by any means. It's just, this could have been
Is it
optimized. No,
No, not
it
yet.
just could have been optimized is all we're concerned about.
I thought.
Well, I mean, it can be funny and people cannot laugh. Two things can be true.
So this is the last fake out. Grassy terrain's coming up. That's just good for Overpond.
This.
True.
Yeah.
But we do have Shadow Shield, and Ogrepon is going to be faster than Tatsugiri
Interesting.
with the speed boost, correct?
Yeah. The speed boost
Yeah.
and Choice Scarf are both the same speed.
And you'd much rather that be the other way around, so that Tatsugiri could get some damage into Lunala, but
Yeah, I would just break Shadow Shield, protect. Yeah, and then next turn kill.
yeah, I mean that's a fair play, but the issue is I don't even know if you need a fake out this turn. And I don't think that Muddy Water ever does enough damage to where you can't just protect and heal back up. That's my issue.
Yeah, Tatsu goes down here every time. Oh,
Didn't target into
ooh.
I still think that's okay. I don't think you mind that at all.
Yeah.
Because you still have Shadow Shield, so you just Moongeist Ogrepon and you Woodhammer Tatsugiri and nothing can happen.
Yeah.
And then it's a 1v, or
Unless he
then
gets
it's just
mind game,
Calyrex.
Oh.
Oh, well, no, that's fine. You don't mind that at
Yeah.
all. I don't think you want to take out Tatsugiri here. I disagree with that. I mean, that's the perfect scenario to be in.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
so long as this Muddy Water doesn't drop accuracy.
That saves you the hassle of having to Woodhammer. So now you have the guaranteed Grassy Glide.
Oh, it missed. Muddy Water missed.
It missed, so...
I mean, the accuracy drop was on something. It just wasn't the Rillaboom.
The accuracy drop was the only thing that could have changed things here. I think this game is sealed up for Gareth. Going for the double protect makes sense. If Tatsugiri goes down and Calyrex gets to come in, that would be nice.
That's he
Gets the double protect.
He cudgeled last turn.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. So it's just Tatsu
Okay, yeah,
goes down.
Tatsu goes down.
You're still full on both the calm lines and that.
Your biggest
gonna absorb that, and you're gonna
Your biggest issue is that you cannot break the Shadow Shield without using Ogerpon, and Ogerpon needs to be the one to do the damage. Otherwise, Lunala is never going to go down.
That's what I was trying to say, but you did it way better. I think I could have said.
I've got the mic for a reason.
So I think what we got to do here is triple protect.
Oh, he has Psyshock.
It'll be double protect.
Ignores
I was
the-
talking.
Oh yeah.
Calm line boosts.
Oh, he does have Psyshock. That's interesting.
important.
I don't think it would get there. I don't think a double up kills.
Yeah, I don't think so either. But it's
And you only really need one attack because you have U-turn on Rillaboom.
This Calyrex is kind of doomed.
Either Mon that stands up. Yeah, either Cudgel goes into Lunala, but I really don't think that this double up will kill.
Do a bit.
And Rillaboom gets... Yeah, no. I would be shocked.
Psyshock.
Shocked. Crit would have got there. Hey, Crit would have got there.
Both
I'll give it up. Moongeist Beam into the Ogre Pond, which means a Wood Hammer will easily seal this up for Gareth. Not onto Calyrex.
Did you turn that kill on Gareth?
It's not weak. Ghost resists, Bug.
Oh, I'm thinking
Dude, that one pisses me off.
It's 14.
Why are ghosts resistant to
Why are
Bug?
fairies resistant?
Fairies I can deal with because they're the same size and they like have a boxing match or something. But
And the
a
fairy
ghost?
just wins it.
I really think
A ghost makes no sense.
I think to balance out the type chart a little bit, I think the fairy should always be weak.
I think it could go
Well,
either way,
congrats.
but I'm way less worried about that because the ghost one is so dumb, but I'm just fixated on that. Anyways, good job, Gareth.
Yeah, you get 0 championship points because you're capped out already.
You can rub them in other people's faces. That's what
But he did. He is the first place
you have
today.
clout.
He wins the prizing.
Well done.
Congrats to him.
Big ups.
Yeah.
Shout out Lunala.
All right. No, don't mute it. We're gonna...
Yes. Okay.
All right.
Closing thoughts.
Closing thoughts. I am running the last local before San Antonio, I believe. That'll be on Tuesday, the 21st.
Mark it.
Yeah, it's already in the event feud finder in Pokemon, but I'll put it in the Colorado Discord for those Colorado people in the
Is
chat.
that a
Join both of them.
Is a challenge.
Gotcha.
Yes. Any cup that I run will be on the weekend. My challenges are during the week, so. Yeah. Interesting finals.
Great finals. I like that finals.
No,
Yeah.
these matches have been all very entertaining, even if some of them were pretty quick.
Yeah.
We've had some amazing players, new players that absolutely
Yeah, shout out.
Expectations.
Yeah.
Seaver.
Seaver.
What's his name? I'm so sorry. Shout out you. Shout out. You know who you are.
Yeah.
Shout out new guy. Hi Anders. We're signing off. Any closing thoughts?
So I didn't quite see the finals, but it's really good to see Lunala win. So shout out to Colorado locals.
Shout out Lunala.
Shout out Lunala.
Shout out my girl, Lunala.
Lunation, baby.
Yeah.
What?
I think
Luna Nation, not Luna Asian.
And on that note, we'll see you next time.
Oh, that can't be the last.
hit the end stream button. Hit the end stream
I don't know
button.
where the button is.
Stop stream.